Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I'm your host and cultural commentator, Chaser Dark Sage, here with my co-host.
T.
And we're back with another episode of Hip Hop Goodness because we are the most consistent hip hop show on the platform, but also we're the one show that actually talks about the music. In today's episode, we got a few things to talk about in terms of music releases and news, like Tory Lanez announcing that he's having an album coming out this summer, but also, getting touched up on that yard. What are we doing with that boy Tory right there? He also got that his Alone at Prom vinyl reissue canceled, which sucks. Bobby Shmurda's tour being canceled due to low ticket sales, rumored to be 10 tickets per sale or per concert, which is crazy to me. Fat Joe and Jada entering the podcast game, Lil Durk lyrics banned from being used in court, Boosie getting 2 honorary doctorates, which is just so crazy to say in one sentence. Kanye's new album potentially being banned in Russia, even though I'm not gonna lie, Double H is it's kind of a hard song. I'm not gonna lie. Melody wise, it is kind of a hard song. Kid Cudi book getting the release.
You can't leave with that. You can't say that.
B, I said the melody is hard. I said the melody is hard. B, is the melody that hard? We gotta talk about it when we get to the melody is hard. The rhythm of the song now, the lyrics are two different things. The melody and the lyrics are two different things, B.
We're gonna talk about it, B.
B, you said this. You quoted the same song 2 previous episodes. You know it's catchy, B. I said the melody is catchy. I didn't say the words was catchy. Come on.
We gonna talk about it.
New Cardi potentially dropping soon. Dick Girl, I took it personal June 13th. D2X Boy in the blue hoodie. Leon Thomas potentially dropping a deluxe album. But before we actually get into the show, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if y'all haven't already, especially what I just said a while ago, which was really wild. Social links and artist submission form down in the description down below, along with the timestamps in case you want to skip to certain parts of the show. But if you cannot stay for the whole show, daily clips are being put up on the channel itself, so make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel, like I said, especially if you want the YouTube exclusive series. Let's have a conversation with T and Dark Sage's interlude itself. But before we get into all that, B, how have you been since the last episode?
B, I've been, moving and grooving up in here, bro. I had to do the setup. I got my little set right here, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, bro, been all good, B. I've been living a Vila Loca, you know what I mean? As they say. Do they say that?
No, not for that.
I only heard that in the song. What Vila Loca mean?
Something crazy, like party crazy, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've been partying crazy, B. My son knows Spanish. I should ask him.
Oh yeah, living the crazy life. Oh, that's what it means.
Oh yeah, I've been living a crazy life, B. That's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Out here. Yeah. I don't know how they gave us a house, B. I don't know what I'm doing with a house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you was about to say for other reasons. Come on, B.
But now everything
hoodie, B. Come on.
B. Hold up. B. Hold up. I got pulled over yesterday, B.
For what?
Hey. I was speeding, bro. I was speeding. All right.
So it was actually your fault.
Heading. Yeah.
Hey, B, did you play them with that R. Kelly? They was like, hey, you free to go.
Hey, yo, it's a little honey pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Little lady. Was it? I got pulled up by a lady cop. You know what I'm saying? That's what. Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, I thought
bro.
you was gonna quote the Lil Durk lyrics on like the court when they said that they pulled me over because I'm dark skinned.
Lil Durk said that. Yes, he light skinned, bro. Light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. Okay, I get him. He's channeling his inner Drake. But bro, she pulled me over. She was like, "You going 35? You going 51 in a 35?" I'm like, "Come on, chill, bro."
B, that's like, crazy speed right there. That's some crazy speed. What was you going through? It was going down.
B, it was a hill. B, you know how you?
Oh, you was coming down from? Wait, was you coming down from?
I was coming down
up from. Oh, okay.
I was coming down a little bit from a hill, so it was crazy because I was toning down, my speedage. If that's a word. Bro, she clocked me. B, I was like, dang! I had to pull over, bro. Get myself straight. I was like, man. But everything was all smooth. You know, your boy clean. She just gave me a warning, just like, no, you can't do that. I was like, all right. She was like, you new out here? I'm like, yeah, I just moved and saying, you know, so you can come by the spot if you want, you know what I'm saying? It's all you know, you can do. I had to hit her with
Say
the,
it closer to the mic a
get
little
real.
bit, B. This is a recording
Let me
that
see.
is going to be released to the public. Go ahead, say that a little closer. He also has a wife, by
I
the way,
was like,
guys.
yo, you can come to the crib. You know, I got a shorty, but she ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? My son, he'll be in the back. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just a little cop coming over, you know.
You hear this guy? We don't promote that type of
but
degeneracy over here, B.
but nah, man. She was all cool, bro. She gave me off a little warning, you know what I'm saying? I pat her on the butt. She was like, you know, get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, bro, she put her number on the note, B. Come on, man. Come on, bro. She put a number on the
And then he
warning.
woke
You know what
up.
I'm
And then he
saying?
woke up. Look, the number was actually to contact the court for that ticket. That's what it
B,
was.
I felt like kid. My face is on every wanted poster. I wanted by all the lady cops all over. All right, bro. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh,
B, how was your weekend, man? How was your weekend and your week, bro?
it was all right, man. Work is hectic as usual, but y'all don't care about that. I went to go see that Clowns in the Cornfield movie. Is that what it's called? Clowns in the Cornfield? You guys know I'm a
I haven't
horror
heard of
movie
that one.
junkie. Yeah, it's some new, it's like a B to C rate horror movie. I believe it premiered at festivals at first, but it finally came to theaters this weekend. Went to go see it. It was I'm 2 for 2 in terms of taking L's, choosing movies, horror movies to be specific, because I went well, kind of three if I want to count Sinners as a not a great horror movie, but I went to go see Until Dawn the weekend before. That wasn't good. Went to go see Clowns in the Killer in the Cornfield. That wasn't good either. Sinners as a horror movie is also not good. I feel like I'm 0 for 3 right now in terms of horror movies in the theaters. That sucks. I don't
Why
like
would
that.
they? I was I was so disappointed they put out Until Dawn movie. Like the
Yeah,
game is cool,
it
interactive. You
doesn't
know, I'm
even
like,
it doesn't
you
even
don't need.
it doesn't correlate with the game. Like the premise is
Yeah,
cool and it sounds cool on paper, but when you actually see it executed, it's like, mm, yeah.
yeah. I knew it was
Especially
gonna be
when you have
bad.
stuff that, and the thing is, like these type of movies are, I mean, games is based off of like, like stereotypical horror
Hmm.
situations that are turned into video games where you get to choose like the path of certain things. Where a movie like Until Dawn, it's too safe. That's the problem with a movie like
Hmm.
that. It was way too safe. But yeah. But B, I got a really important question to ask you. Because besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
B, I'm happy you asked that question. Look, hold on. I've been jamming a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna start off with a single. You know Ginger right? Baby powder,
Sounds
baby. Hey,
familiar.
hey, hey. You know that song, Baby Powder?
No.
And I tell you the truth. Don't.
I gotta probably hear it.
See, like R&B. She put out a track called Haiku. She does like samples. She be sampling a lot of like I want to say city pop, Japanese like pop, 80s pop music, 70s, whatever. And this one called Haiku. It kind of gives you the same vibe of Baby Powder if you heard it. Because I listened to an album that came out. I think it was 2022 when it dropped. I wasn't the biggest fan. I listened to it once. Maybe I need to go back to it, but maybe I need to revisit it. But this single was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, seemed like she's kind of going back into this direction of like something that's catchy, vibey a little bit, and also has she has like, I wouldn't say a unique voice, but it's, I don't know, it's which it's, dang, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
Can't think of the word. Anyways,
ear grabbing.
kind of in a way, yeah. I like her voice, and she
Mm,
has a unique look as well. Is it unique? Maybe not. Maybe you have to see her be. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Maybe she'll. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to the song, not her. Okay. But the song is pretty cool. I like this, about like 3 minutes long. I played it a few times. Somebody posted it on the timeline. I was like, hey, actually forgot about this chick. You know what I'm saying? Because that album was it just didn't do it for me. It was one listen, but sometimes when you hear something one time, be you like, yeah, I ain't rocking with it. But
Yeah,
if
that
you
that
if
was
none of you
definitely
guys haven't, yeah, if none of you guys haven't heard of Genevieve, she's cool. She got some tracks I like, but this is a new track. I don't know if she put out anything like a year or so ago, but This is the most recent thing I heard from her in the last few years. But it's called Haiku. Check it out. You know, a new single. Go support. What you
All
got,
right.
B?
My first thing that I listened to, one of the two things I listened to, well, one of the three, I guess. Oh yeah, ooh, Roc Marciano. Jesus, that was a tongue twister. Roc Marciano's Marcberg. This was my first listen. This is like the 15-year anniversary. I listened to it and I was like, I'm afraid of this because I like rock, but I like rock when he
Mhm.
knows how to go over some drums, when he knows how to go over some of that bass. But going to Markberg, and I was listening to this album at work, so obviously I can do a deep dive into the lyricism and things like that. But listening
Mhm.
to Roc Marciano is best at work because I don't need bass when I'm at work. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in the whip,
Mhm.
just going crazy listening to Roc Marciano. I'm mostly in the headphones. Roc Marciano to me is perfect. He's not warehouse music, but he's perfect like warehouse music. You get what I'm saying? And I don't work in a warehouse specifically, but the type of environment I'm in is similar to a warehouse to where I'm like, the way I'm
Mhm.
hearing it, like I said, I don't need the craziest system to listen to what Roc Marciano is doing or saying. But lyrically, to me, he's there. Rapping wise, to me, he's there. He's entertaining me in terms of like keeping me captivated with his lyricism and his pen. I enjoyed Mark Berg. I didn't think I was because I'm like, yo, no drums. But also, I was in the mindset of like, I don't need bass where I'm at right now. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the production as well. So yeah, Mark Berg, 15-year anniversary. I believe he added a few songs on there. Obviously, it ran on a bit too long for me personally because he is the pimp, but it's like sometimes I'm like the pimp can you can wear your welcome out to me, but overall to me, I thought it was a pretty good project overall though. But yeah, what's your
Mhm.
next project?
I see you, B, trying to tap in. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that
Trying
on
to
my list.
expand the
It's been a
range,
minute
B.
since I played that. I feel you. All right, so my next, I'm gonna list. This is a album here. So artists go by SWAVAY. He's from Atlanta. He put out a project called Billy Two. It's like a little short project, like 22 minutes. I think I got hip to him like a year ago. He put out like a Billy EP. I think it was last year. It's like more R&B vibes a little bit. But here he's like pretty much, he's rapping. He shows a little bit of his influence of Kendrick Lamar here, but it didn't really bother me because a lot of people that's I wouldn't say he's up and coming because I think he has a spot on the what's the Spider-Man movies called on the soundtrack, the Miles
Across the Spider
Morales
Verse,
ones.
across
Yeah, I
the
think
Spider
it's
Verse, and
either a
beyond the
sound.
Spider Verse.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know if it's the second soundtrack or the first one, but he actually has a song on there. Uh, but to stick to this project, Billy too, I thought it was pretty good. He has a little bouncy beats, like sampling a lot of New Orleans bounce, give you that like that so-called like the jerk beats they've been saying lately. You know how they call it. I guess
I don't know what the jerk
the
beats are.
I
I don't know what
yeah
that is. So I probably have to look up jerk type
yeah
beats to hear it. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, now I know what that sound is.
Yeah, it don't sound like the old jerk type beats to me, but I just heard my
Mhm.
guys at Potty Mouth say it, and then I heard other people say it after them, and I'm like, okay, this is what they call it. I'm like, I'm so out the loop, I'm old, you know what I mean? But I liked it, man. I was like, I enjoyed this, man. I played it in the car, played with my son. He was bouncing his head to it. You know what I'm saying? I like the that one track. I think it's Them Girls. It has like another New Orleans bounce like sample to it. I really like that joint right there. And Dun Dun was dope. He did the flip to I done it all, done it all, done it all.
Mm.
Not actually the beat, but just that pretty much kind of that hook, like shouting out Shawty Low. He shows his, Atlanta influences like where he from on here. And the track Destiny is really dope as well. And I think it's Bishop is when it's kind of a euphoria vibe on Bishop's, not gonna lie. But he did his
Euphoria, like
thing.
Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar,
Oh.
Euphoria. Yeah, how he was rapping. My son was like, he's doing too much. He was in the car like he's using too many voices. But I say it's cool, man. He surprised me with this, man. If any of you guys haven't checked it out, Swavey Billy 2. It's a cool project. So yep.
All right. Another project. Well, not project. I want to go into a song that I listened to, and it's called Mishon. Look at you or Mishon. I'm not sure how to say it, but I heard the song off of TikTok, and I'm like, yo, this gives me like Mario vibes, like Mario, like
Mhm.
let me love you, Mario. I heard the song. I was like, okay, this is cool. It's very short though. It's like literally hook, song, hook, which is perfect in today's day and age. But then it's just like I'm worried about for a full project wise, can you captivate me for a full project? Can you captivate me for a 2 to 3 minute song? Especially as an R&B like artist, and you have vocal similarities. You're not vocally talented like Mario. I'm not gonna say that, but you remind me vocally of Mario. That's the best way I could say it, and it gives me kind of like a more modern traditional style of R&B, not the more alternative like a Lucky Day or
Right.
Leon Thomas. It's not like that. It's more like a traditional like R&B type setting. So I'm just wondering, like, I wanted to check out one of his projects if he has one out. But yeah, I like the song, but like I said, it's like literally hook verse hook, and I'm like, what's happening right here? This is like perfect for TikTok, but as a person that loves to consume albums, it worries me. It worries me. It reminds me of a video that I was watching earlier from a New Orleans Mall talking about traditional R&B is dead, which that could be a topic for another time. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sadly.
yeah, sadly. But yeah, Look at You by Mishon. I thought it was a cool song. It reminds me of Mario a good amount. But B,
Okay.
your next project or song?
My next project is by Kaylee Uchis, man. This girl right here, bro. She just
New album, right?
a new album, man. Sincerely, like I don't think she could put out anything that's bad. B when it comes to her albums, it's like she just knows how to, produce music, and she mixed that like dream popish, lush sound with R&B, and also gives you doo wop feels, and also incorporate her Spanish heritage. I think her dad's from Colombia, and she spent time there as well. And like, bro, this album just from start to finish, this is an amazing project, bro. And now she's going into motherhood. I don't know if her and Don Toliver are married, but not saying she's speaking about love and her insecurities, and oh man, it's dope. And how she ended it with the fourth track is also it's a song to her, her child. So it was just done so well, B. This woman right here, man. She's amazing. I don't know if you a fan of Kaylee Uche, so I need checked out any of her projects, but she's really
No.
dope. B. But now
I'm gonna
this
need to
this
check
right
it
here,
out because I seen people hyping this one up.
yeah, I didn't see nobody talking about it. I didn't know it came out.
Hmm.
Um, but now this was really dope, man. It's more of a it's more personal, and I really like that, man. She talks about, like I said, her insecurities, love, motherhood, and just beautiful music, B. Beautiful music. And when you guys haven't checked out the Kaylee Uchase, bro, check it out. Like every song on here, bro. I put a star on like pretty much every song. Like
What does a
she
star mean? That means you liked it?
like on Apple Music, yeah. It's like a
Oh,
star.
okay.
But like, oh my God, bro. Amazing piece of work. This probably one of my favorite albums I heard this year. Like just an album, not just hip hop, but like an album. I really,
Mm.
I really love this album. I was like, man, I gotta play this with my lady. She gotta hear some of these tunes. I'm like, hey, look, I like to put her on. I'll be in the car with her, and then she play a song. I'm like, you stole that from me, right? Like, bro, her whole
Remember when
playlist
I
be
put you
made.
on? Remember when I
Yeah,
put you on, bro? Who put you on to that, bro?
bro, I stay putting her on, bro. It'd be crazy because it's like she turn my songs to hers. I'll be like, all right, come on now. She'd be like, nah, you didn't show me this song. I'm like, yeah, I showed you that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Kaylee Uchez, man, just to praise her, bro. She is amazing. I feel like she's underrated in a way. She should be
Mm.
much, much bigger artist than what she is. But I'm gonna appreciate
Mm.
her, bro, and just support all her albums because, bro, she don't miss at all. She don't miss me. She don't.
The only time I've heard Kali Uchis was on a Don Toliver album. I've
Yeah.
never actually went to go like check her music out. What would you consider her? Like an R&B artist, pop artist?
She's a mix of all that, man. But like when it comes, if you think pop, you're not gonna think traditional pop of like she's not
Like a
giving you
Sabrina
that.
Carpenter or
Yeah,
like
yeah, she's not giving you that like that. Like, she do it her own way. If she gives you that vibe, it's gonna be her own way. But mostly it's like dream pop. It's more like, it's that that magical how you say
I
it,
I
like in a
think
way.
see that's why I'm saying like the song that she has on the Don Toliver album, I think that's the sound that you describing
Hmm.
because that's the best way I could describe that
Hmm.
song that she's on that album. Which I was
Yeah.
just like, he don't fit on this like that, but she does. So
She
I was like,
she
ugh.
She know how to do it, bro. You heard her on like Tyler Creator stuff.
Oh
Uh
yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, she's
I
just
always get her
perfect,
confused
brother.
with Kaylani. That's why though. I always
Yeah.
get them confused with each other.
But yeah, if none of you guys checked out Kaylee Uche's new album, man, check it out. This is one of the ones that's gonna be like, hey yo, this is one of the top albums of the year, in my opinion. Because I love stuff like this. I love when people get, introspective,
Mm.
talk about new things, new beginnings in their life, life-changing events, especially being a mother. So it's pretty dope.
Look, he's saying this after he's had a kid, got married, and got a house. That's crazy, man.
Amen.
That's why
Amen.
he related to that. He related to that lifestyle. Yeah, bro. You just gotta have some changes, bro. Y'all being too stagnant in the music, man.
Ah,
That's crazy. B
come on,
forgot his
bro.
old ways.
Hey, I can't go back to the OB. Come on, man.
But my last project that I listened to, the Tonight Show with Freddie Gibbs and the World's Freshest, which is Freddie Gibbs and DJ.Fresh's collab project
Hmm.
itself. Recently Currency and DJ.Fresh, their vinyl came out. It was like a trilogy pack, and it went on sale. And I'm like, you know what? I forgot that him and I didn't really care for DJ.Fresh like that as a name back then in the
Hmm.
blog era. I just like Freddie, right? And so I heard it back then, but I didn't really care for it. I went back to it recently because I was like, oh yeah, they do have a project together. It's cool. It's cool. I think I prefer every other project that I've heard from Freddie. This one was cool. I guess the production style of what DJ.Fresh gave him at that time, I just didn't really get down with it like that. Like I love the stuff that he does with Currency, even though the Encore album, it was a bit redundant to me. But like Tonight Show too was really fire, really heat, which I talked about last year. But yeah, uh that's all I really have to say about that. Freddie is always gonna come with Freddie, but he's also like playful, like gangsta Freddie. Like it's not like a
Hmm.
serious, like I'm trying to get in my lyrical, spiritual miracle bag type Freddie. Like I'm trying to show off these flows of my pen Freddie. So yeah, it's a cool little tape. I gave it about like 2.5 out of 5. Like I was in the middle of it. So yeah.
Hmm.
B, you
Okay.
got anything else?
Yeah, I have one single and
Mm.
I have a album as well. So I'm gonna just go into the single first. I checked out Kid Cudi's Neverland single.
I forgot I was supposed to check that out. That was on my to listen to
Yeah.
list. How
It's
is it?
it's 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 Cudi getting his emo bag pretty much. It's kind of like stereotypical run of mill Cudi if he be like, we go to Neverland.
What if you had to describe this Cuddy album wise? Because this is scary, B. Which album would this fit on best, or which album era would this fit on best for Cuddy? Because I'm very scared when you say that.
Damn, I wanna say Speed and Bullet to Heaven, but it's not more rock influence, but it kind of have a little elements vocally, not like
Hmm.
screaming wise, but just that emo vibe. So I say kind of going out of the I'll leave it with this. Are you familiar with the Wizard project with
Hmm.
him and Dr. Genius?
I thought it was
I
cool.
just say, yeah, I say kinda in that vein, kinda. So I say in that era, in the middle of
Mm.
that.
See, I was gonna ask you,
Um,
man, on the Moon, maybe.
yeah, kind of in that vibe, but I don't know. It was cool, I guess. It ain't something I return to be honest with you. But we gonna see what he's gonna do with this album he's dropping. Because I thought
Hmm.
the album was called Neverland, but I didn't know it was a
Hmm.
single. So
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get into the album I listened to was it's by a group called Bathe. I don't know if both of these guys are vocal performers. One of them is the producer, but it's a group, and I think they're from like Brooklyn.
Hmm.
This is my first time ever listening to them. The album is called Inside Voices, and it is. I actually enjoyed this. It's R&B, but it's that indie. It's R&B. Like they fall in the category of like a Frank Ocean, right? But
Hmm.
production wise, vibe wise, you'll feel like, Frank influences, but subject matter is a little different, in which I kind of enjoy because they speaking on like, family, of course, love, mental health. It's like different things. The subject matter is varied on here. And that's why I think I really appreciate about it. And it has like different like skits kind of with like his grandma on here calling him and stuff like that. And it's just different elements about like broader, like I said, broader subject matter. And I kind of like that and appreciate that. Like I said before, especially in R&B, because R&B can get redundant and it's all about love. Sometimes you can sing about other things, and that's why I like, dang, kind of like this. I'm rocking with it. I need another listen to really kind of feel the whole concept of the project. And they have another album that I really want to check out. It's their live performances. I think it's called Auto Tree Live by Bathe. I wanna check them out, man. So with this project, it came out in March. It kind of got me. Maybe I'm a fan, B. I think I like this.
So I was looking them up. I guess one of them is a guitarist and the other one is a
Okay.
songwriter and singer. So
Okay.
was there a lot of
Yeah.
like, I guess, guitaring,
Yeah, yeah. It
guitar
was. Yeah,
playing,
you hit.
like
Yo,
guitar
yeah, you.
instrumentation in the actual production, or?
That's true. I should have thought about that. Yeah, little
Mhm.
strings. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
when you think about the production, it's not overproduced at all. Vocally, it's very atmospheric. You know what I'm saying? Like it's airy. So it kind of puts you in that vibe. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing that you don't want to be on a sad day driving into this right here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might. Not saying the music bad, but I'm just saying that just that vibe, that feeling, it's that melancholy type, melancholy, whatever you say it.
Melancholy.
Yeah, melancholy like feel, you know what I mean? And I enjoy that. Sometimes put me in a sad bag, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed this. It's called Inside Voices by Bathe. By Bathe.
Mhm.
I say check them out, man.
Yeah, I had to
Telling you
look them up.
if you need that Frank Ocean fix, I know a lot of y'all out here starving, but it's some
Mhm.
food out here. And before we go, let me see if there's anything else, B, just to check. Cause yeah, I just jammed old stuff. I jammed pinball.
Oh, I jammed pinball too. I
Yeah,
jam. How
I
will we
jammed
both
pinball.
almost forget that? We
I
can talk
jammed
about this one a
pinball.
little bit. I only jammed it
Yeah,
twice though.
I jammed it. I jammed it once. B. I was listening to it when it dropped Friday,
Hmm.
and something came up. I had to dip from work. I had to go do some stuff, and then I finished it today. So I only got one listen, but
How,
we can
how
talk
you
about it a little bit.
how you
Oh,
enjoy it,
how
B?
I liked it. It kind of to me it picked up more at the end, like in the middle, at the second half of me with production wise. I don't know. I liked it more at the end.
I knew it because I heard the
Why?
production stuff. Because so I wanted to say this, like in the first half,
Mhm.
it had a bit more trappy bounce influence, right?
Yeah.
But then like the last like fourth of the album itself, it started getting into that not totally abstract mic bag, but it
Hmm.
definitely wasn't like trap. And so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I bet you if B listens to this, he gonna like this stuff more than the stuff at the front. Because we the stuff at the front, B, hey, me, I'm jamming in this. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Hey, B, I heard this twice. Look, I'm not gonna lie, that one beat that Earl was on, that beat was beating Earl up. Like Earl, get up,
B
stand up,
B
Earl. You were getting beat up
B
right now.
B. I was thinking, I'm like, why these Spotify, Apple Music don't let you write notes into a song? That'd be dope.
Mm.
So I was like, because I wanted to note certain things I listened to, and I was like, why is Earl so offbeat? Like,
Yeah, I didn't like
I
it.
was,
I'm like, what's happening right here? It's like and the worst part is he was purposely offbeat or he was mismastered to where it's like Earl probably was rapping on the beat. He went to the engineer, hey, move my vocals to the right a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm not on the beat. I'm like, huh?
boy, boy, wasn't a bro was not connecting. Boy, I was like, what the hell? We telling you to go right, this boy going left. I'm like, what are you going
Facts.
with this beat, boy? But
Facts. Your boy Neonte did a good job on his
oh
verse.
yeah, Nia, that's
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I was
saying?
vibing, B. I was vibing. But hey, but
Slide,
my boy Mike, hey, now the
yeah.
beginning of the project, it felt like some, I don't know, it felt like some
I
old school type track to me.
yeah,
I'm like, hold on, Tony Seltzer, what you doing with the
yeah.
production? Me
I like
personally, I enjoyed it. It
yeah.
had that bounce to it that I really like.
Mhm.
The album did drag a bit to me towards the end, but man, that first like the first half slash like the first like 2/3 of the project itself.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in there. Because the thing with this is like, I like this style of production, but Mike is able to rap, and Mike isn't
Mhm.
going over your head with the raps that he's doing. But he's like, hey, I don't like them Miri, man. They got too much zippers or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, Mike, what we doing? Let's turn it on a little bit. But yeah, he still got that very nonchalant flow that
Mhm.
that really just straight flow that he's gonna do. But he actually, changes his flow up a bit when he matches the beat. So I really do like this right here.
Mhm.
To me, Mike is 2 for 2 this year in terms of projects. He gave me a project I really like sonically, but also, he did really well on Showbiz, where I'm like, all right, Mike, you're a good enough MC to where you make me interested in what you're saying on production, on different production that's really not my taste or forte on a
Mhm.
project like Showbiz. But Mike is one of those people that I'm just like, hey, Mike, you got me, man. You dropping something? I'm gonna be here for it. Pinball
Mhm.
2, Tony Seltzer. We gotta talk about the production too. Tony Seltzer using your bag in this. And then you got some of the old school like trap mixtape influences on there, like when he was mixing the beat or like screwing the beat, especially on the intro where he like screwed the like actual like song. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in there, baby. Yes, sir. Let's talk about it. But B, go. I want to hear more of your thoughts, B.
No, I liked it, B. The beginning, I'm I'm bouncing too. I'm like, dang, I'm liking this. But me, I get in my little artsy bag. Sometimes I like to slow it down a little bit, do some little, you know what I mean? So that's why I enjoyed that second half more. And I see my boy Sideshow on here, but the production on here was really dope. And I agree with you. It did seem like it ran long because the first one was around 21 minutes. It was a little shorter. So they added a little bit on here. It's like some little extra. I think it was like 11 tracks on the first album.
Yeah, this one's 17 songs, 33 minutes.
Yeah, Mike was talking his talk, man. See, I need a few more listens just to, get some lyrics I enjoy. But overall, just listen to it for that first listen. It was easy to listen. Start off bouncy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, hold up, bro. I got my collar shirt on. I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? If I had
B, I almost went to GLD, that website GLD. I almost bought me a Cuban link chain, B. Hey, you ain't gonna snatch this chain off me, B. What you talking about?
Hey, nah, I liked it, man. Like you said, Tony Seltzer, bro. He doing his thing with these beats, bro. I don't know. Do he got anything else like that? He collab with anybody else? Just like have a duo. I don't know. I know he produced for other people, but I don't know if he ever. But I don't know if he ever had another one. But nah, I really like
with Wiki.
Which one is it?
14K Figaro or Figaro?
I don't think I listened to
it. It came out 2023.
I don't think what's the cover? Green?
Yeah, it's green with a guy in the middle, like a frog in the middle. With like
yeah. I didn't listen to that. Yeah. Yeah. I remember this, but I didn't listen to this. You got Loopers on here? Okay, boom. But yeah, man. Mike and Tony, bro, like you said, bro, they 2 for 2, B. First one I enjoyed more because it was shorter. But man, hey, I like when Mike get in his bag because it's that versatility, bro. Like when he do his solo stuff, he have his theme, like certain things he want to talk about. He gonna have like he might have some Neapolitic bars, you know what I'm saying? But on here, bro, he ain't talking that talk. I like that.
I like when Mike is in his raccoon bag, if you get what I'm saying. I think raccoon bag a little bit.
Bro, you saying that made me think of this other rapper I listened to today for a little bit. His name was Rafa. I don't know if he's like from Detroit or something. He had the Detroit flow. He's like, they think I'm cool because I don't F with niggas. I was like, bro, he said my buddy getting old. I was talking about money, I was like, this dude is wilded, bro. This dude is wilded. But nah, man, the Mike and Tony joint Pinball 2 is dope, bro. I gotta put it back, in the rotation and jam it a little bit more to the end of the year, B. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Mike and Tony Seltzer's Pinball 2, man. Especially if you need that little trap bounce in your life. And if y'all like Mike, most likely, which if you're watching this program, you probably like Mike. So yeah, go make sure y'all go check that out. But B, before we actually get into the hip hop news and stuff, I gotta talk about it. I don't know why I've been slacking on some of the stuff I've been needing to listen to. Because I was supposed to listen to the Dave Blunt's album, because I know you not, but someone got to talk about it on here, right?
He put out an album?
Number, you can't say that. And that's the stuff that he's performing on tour right now. Okay. I was supposed to listen to Soul Child, Bad B Words Could Be Conscious Rappers too. It's only 2 tracks for an EP. I don't know why I'm slipping. I was supposed to listen to Nav's On My Way to Rexdale Deluxe. It's only like 6 extra songs. I'm slipping. Destin Conrad, Love on Digital, R&B album. I'm slipping. Lloyd Banks, AON 3, Despite My Mistakes. I am slipping, B. And I was supposed to listen to this weekend, the Kid Cudi's single and Naomi Sharon's The Only Love We Know. And Sailors from Florida's Finest. I'm just slipping. I don't know what it is, B. Life is getting your boy right now. I'm slacking on the music listening. I got accountability hour, B. It's accountability hour, B.
It's life, B. You gonna pick up? You gonna pick up, bro. It is what it is. Bro. But you mentioned that Sailor, her album came out? I'm gonna check her out.
From Florida's
Finest. She the chick that sound like SZA, right? Like,
yeah, the one that people was getting on because she named the song Pookie's Requiem. And I was like, you ain't black. Why are you using that word Pookie? But yeah, 14 songs, 30 minutes. And I think she has a music video for one of the songs too. Her aesthetic is weird. And on the cover of this, she's turning into like you remember the books Animorph? Like when the people would turn
Mm-hmm.
into like an animal, she's turning into a roach in this cover. Her aesthetic
She a
is very
roach?
weird.
Oh,
But that's been it for another segment of what we've been jamming. Let us know what y'all been listening to down in the comment section down below. But B, it's now time to move on to the news section of the show where we talk about music releases, announcements, and current events. But let's go ahead and start off with the music releases and announcements. Tory Lanez announced a new album for the summer that combines the sounds of Alone at Prom, which I think is a very good album, Miami bass, and other sounds. Ah, I'm not sure about this in terms of like how it's going to sound sonically, but he calls it S-wordy bass. I'm scared,
mm.
but I am very open to see what this is because I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to Tory's like non-rap heavy projects, I really do enjoy them. B, your thoughts?
Hey man, whatever you gotta do, bro, to get off the whatever you
Get out the
gotta do,
yard,
B,
B?
because I to get off that yard, because I ain't be honest, B, I can't. Hey, until he get out the bink, I'll check out his music, but I ain't listen to
You're not
them
checking out
freaking jail
Jailhouse
raps, boy.
Rocks?
Nah, no jailhouse rocks, bro. I don't need to hear the jail rock blues, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Tori talking about the yard. Oh, B, you know he finna switch up the lyrics since he got shanked up. We gonna talk about that later, but
Oh yeah, we'll talk
you know
about
what
that
I'm
in a
saying.
bit. But next piece of news we got music releases wise. Cudi dropping an album this year titled Free. Now B, we
Mm.
liked his last project, Insano. What was it? Insano. Uh
V2 Nitro,
yeah,
right?
yeah, Insano
Nitro pack,
Nitro.
Nitro pack.
Yeah, we liked that one. We didn't like the original one with DJ Drama on it, but we liked the last one that he came out with. B, Cudi, I've said this on the program before. He's one of the most protected rappers that we have in hip hop. I'm scared of this album. I have not heard the single Neverland. B, after you heard that single, how are you feeling about that? This is newest project Free.
I hope he free us from. Let me stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. Um,
Yeah, you leave that to me,
I
B. Leave
just,
that to me.
yeah, I got you, bro. Mr. Disrespect. Um, I I hope that it's
Don't
a
ever call me that name though. Don't call me that name.
why
That name has to,
who missed.
he was a streamer and he's gotten called out for some very despicable things.
Oh, that's the guy that
Or is
had
it
the little
Doctor
weird
Disrespecting?
mustache.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
It's
Yeah,
one of
don't
those. Yeah,
call
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
don't call me that, B.
My bad, my bad. But bro, Cuddy, I feel like he's been releasing a lot of music, which is not a problem. Do your thing. It is your way of life. It is your living. Uh, well, I said living. It is your
Occupation.
what
Yeah.
so yeah, occupation, your
Occupation.
job.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is how you make your money. You know what I mean? But I don't know, B. I'm just kind of good off cutting music. Like I can go like we had this conversation a few pods ago. Hey, Kissy Ghost, free me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no more cutting. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just don't. I don't know, man.
I was just gonna tell people, hey, if y'all haven't, check out our Man on the Moon review. We've talked highly about Cudi before, but his recent stuff, besides the Nitro Mega Pack or whatever, uh, I'm a
Mm,
huge hater of Man on the Moon 3 too. I don't know why people like that album. I really
yeah,
don't
I
know
don't
why.
like that at all.
People like
I
that
trash
album. I
that.
really don't know why. We got to do a review of that
I
album
know.
at this point now because of that. Because people love
B,
that
the
album.
album is the album
It's
is
bad.
not good. I
Yeah,
was
I know.
like super shocked that people like this. I was like, what? Y'all like Kid Cudi cosplaying as Travis Scott? Yeah. All right. I'm like, what are you doing? Boy, you was his father.
Facts.
You was his
When have you ever heard
father.
of the
Come on.
father wanting to be like the son? That's crazy. But next piece of news, Andre 3000 drops a piano EP, 7 piano sketches. He went to the Met Gala with a piano on his back, and now he's saying that he's going to hold the piano instrumental game down by dropping this. B, did you check this out?
Yeah. I didn't, because I know it's old. I think it was just him learning like sketches, I guess, him learning a little piano. He put it out. I think he was saying that he gave it like sent it to a text some of his friends a few years ago. Andre always doing things, man. But I heard like the first little bit of it, and I was like, this is just not good piano because he's learning. So I'm not gonna. I can't judge him off this too hard. And I was like, I'm just gonna not listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this Andre, he a legend. He's putting his toes in different things, trying to learn different instruments. I'm all for artist growth, and I told you about creativity. We want Andre to rap, we really do, and I think that's why he's learning different things because we want him to do something. So maybe he's gonna learn all this stuff that he's learning with the guitar, with the flute. Maybe he's gonna bring that into some of his raps one day and put out a rap album. You know what I'm saying? Maybe fully produced by flutes by Andre and piano. Who knows? I don't know what he's gonna do with it. But nah, man. All respect to Andre, bro. I love to see him learning something new. Do your thing, man. Andre always been Andre. You know, piano on the back. You know what I'm saying? Was that a backpack?
I have no idea. I think it was like a fake piano. I think
Of
it was
course
just a
it was.
fake
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fake costumed cosplay
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah.
Uh, I didn't listen to this, and I'm most likely not gonna listen to it. I listened to that flute album, and it almost put me to sleep, and I was driving. So no, thank you.
Hmm.
I respect Andre 3000's pen, and I respect him wanting to venture out and do other things. And if you don't want to rap, don't, because it's gonna reflect in the music. I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do. But also, I'm a fan of you rapping. I don't care for this. But respect to the GOAT, the legend himself.
Hmm.
Next piece of news we got Rolling Streets and Conductor Williams coming out with a collab project, Train Spotting, May 30th. I think this is supposed to be under Mass Appeal, NASA's label.
Hmm.
So this might be my first Rolling Streets project. And first fully produced Conductor Williams project that I listened to. B, your thoughts?
Oh, I'm excited. Rome Streets, really to me, really dope rapper. Uh Conductor, dope producer, in-house produced for Gazelda, one of the in-house producers. Rome Streets, also Gazelda, and they releasing this through Mass Pill. I don't know if Gazelda have anything to do with it, but from Rome Street's last project he put out with Derringer, I really enjoyed it. I think it was called it was some type of heist. I can't think of it, but yeah, that was a dope project. Rome Street's gonna rap. He gonna rap his butt off. I've been listening to him for years now, since by like 2017, 2018, and he's still a dope producer. I mean, dope rapper, man. One thing about Rome Streets that kind of gets me sometimes is some like that flow he does. It's his flow that he does, like how he do his run on sentences, how he boom boom boom. And you ever heard him rap before?
Besides on a feature that really probably wasn't memorable, no.
Yeah,
Not on his own.
but it could get kind of not repetitive, but
Mundane, monotonous.
yeah, yes, yeah. But he's still dope. And with conductor gonna give him his little spaz, his little skit, you know what I mean, his little spit on
Put
the
on the
production
pause on
tip,
something.
on the production
Spit and tip. This is crazy
on.
right now. This is a crazy conversation.
So
Let's
I
not even
think it's
talk
going
about the train thing.
I think I think it's gonna be dope, bro. So I'm ready to listen to this, and I already know they're gonna give us something dope. I can't see them disappointing us with this one right here, man. I just don't see it. I don't
I'm
think you could. Dope production, dope rapper, bro. I don't know.
Hey, I
I don't
mean,
think it's gonna be bad.
what if he gets the Benny allegations? Like, oh, Benny isn't hungry no more. Do you think he could
Now,
ever get that?
how Rome raps, bro. I don't think it could, bro. Cause Rome rap, bro. Like I said, how he do his little flow, like that's how he just be going, bro. Like he just
Mhm.
goes. Like you'll see. You gonna check it out?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
said this
you
might
go
be my
see.
first one.
He be
Uh,
rapping, be.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hmm.
Next piece of music releases: Leon Thomas dropping a deluxe for Mutt, and I believe this is supposed to be some remixes to certain songs that he has off the album, like the Chris Brown remix of Mutt, and some other stuff. Because he said he has some dope people drop some dope verses on some songs. So he's coming out with a deluxe a year later, and I think this is how you should do a deluxe. Do it a year later, a year after some time. Still let the album live and be in circulation itself. But yeah, I pre-ordered this on vinyl because I wanted his last album on vinyl. Sold out everywhere, so I had to get
Hmm.
this one. But yeah, Leon Thomas dropping a deluxe of Mutt. B, how do you feel about this?
I think that's dope. I actually agree with you about him dropping it like a year later because that kind of let the first, the original album let it breathe a little bit and got this one gonna drop some new little tracks on here and also bring life to this. And then maybe at the end of this year or next year, he have a whole new album, man. Some new tunes for our head tops. You know what I'm saying? So Shout out to my to Leon Thomas, man. I think, or maybe he'll take a longer break. Who knows? But I like how he's doing his rollouts and how he's handling his music releases. I don't know. I think he's a really cool dude, man. I think he's cool. I checked out a few of his interviews before, and also we know him from Victorious. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know
Which
if you
was so
do. Was you
crazy.
watching
No,
Victorious?
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Because this is during the time of
yeah,
True Jackson VP with Kiki Palmer and all that. So yeah, this was like right
yeah.
before I stopped. Like everything stopped. Next piece of
Hmm.
news: D2X, Boy in the Blue Hoodie, June 3rd. Supposed to be an EPS coming out this year. He also said that he's coming out with another EP this year as well. But I'm very excited for
Hmm.
this month as we're recording this episode in May. He's supposed to be coming out with the vinyl for his last EP, the Hunger Era EP. But yeah, Boy in the Blue Hoodie,
Oh yeah.
D2X is dropping some more music on us. Underground artists. If you guys have not checked them out, check out our Hunger EP review after you check out that his EP of that. That way you could get a your own opinion. NCR talks about it. But yeah, B, you hype for
Hmm.
this?
Oh yeah, bro. You know we gotta support the homie, bro. He technically kind of a friend of the show. You know what I mean? So D2X, man, always now. Newer Surge fan from like last year. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, boy be rapping, B. That
Mm-hmm.
hunger era, hey. So we ready. Hey, we want the album. I know you doing sneaking us with the EP, bro.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What that album at? But it's fine. We ain't gonna, it's just I feel like he's one of those artists that give me album vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're in a generation of like the album seem like it's forgotten, or like it's not even nobody really care about it like that. And he gives me the vibes of like the album's gonna be special to him. So he kind of still want to feed us with some music, the fans out there with the EP, but he's like the album's just not ready yet. I'm still doing my tweaks on it. So I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take your time with it because this would be technically this would be the album where we all like all the people he got up, like the new people he got last year from the
Mm-hmm.
Hunger Game, because he got way more eyes on him now. So this would be like the album that's like that. Oh, you have your whole life to make your first album. This the album that's gonna be like, all right, yeah. So that's I understand why he's, you know what I mean. Boy
Yeah.
getting playlist covers. He like, hold
Mm-hmm.
up, I gotta put out something dope. So I'm all for it, bro. I respect it, and I will be tuning in and checking out this EP right here, bro. And we know we gotta
Yeah.
review it, B. Come on,
Oh,
man.
of course. Come on. Come on. Gotta show
Yeah.
support. Next piece of music that we have, which I'm pretty sure that you're excited for this. He was recently, I believe, on Dead End Hip Hop's was it The Listening? I Took It
Yeah,
Personal
the
by
listening.
Nick Grant, June 13th. You hyped for this, B?
Yes, bro. And I saw him I saw him doing a little bit of what's this, a rollout, not rollout, but just a little promotion of this. I saw him tweet something and I was like, okay, what Nick got coming? 'Cause, I like Nick Grant. I think I showed you one of his EPs to check out.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I really want him to stay in that. Like I noticed like sometimes artists hate to, hear people just like, I just want you to just stay in this lane. But sometimes they want to venture out, do a little something different.
Yeah.
But I need him just on hard, dope soul samples, bro, and
You need to
just
lock in,
rap.
B?
Just rap, bro. Just rap. Do your thing, bro. Cause Nick Grant, bro, Nick Grant, you could put him up there. Any of them artists you think just can rap, Nick Grant can rap. I'm telling you, this boy can go. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited.
I am going to be listening and maybe we could do a little review on
Hmm.
this. It's
Oh,
been a
yes,
slow
you know
year so
what?
far in terms of like us reviewing because we ain't even got nothing to review today. Uh,
Today, that's
and
crazy.
yeah, I also forgot to put this on the notes. Shay Noir said that she's gonna release a single this week for her latest
And then the
album, and the
and
album's
then the
coming out what
album
next month or later
next
this month?
month. Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
said
so
next
shout out
month.
to
Yeah.
shout out to Shay. I believe she just had her baby. I believe
Hmm.
she just did. And also, I talked about her previous EP that came or previous album, short album, whatever, that came out earlier this year itself. I thought it was some pretty good raps from Shay. So I am excited to hear what she has to say on this newer project right here. What is she going to bring? I'm pretty sure this is going to be like an actual like solo album and not an album that's in collaboration with another producer itself, especially with
Hmm.
her being a producer herself. So I'm very excited to see where this goes, and just I'm looking forward to it. You?
Oh yeah, B. I checked out the last EP as well. I think the following week I actually talked on here as well. But
Hmm.
yo, Shay dope. I forgot to put that on there too. 'Cause remember I was going through stuff trying to find some stuff to put on the notes, and I
Hmm.
saw that and I totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about it, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
shout
was
out
on
Shay,
top of my
man.
head.
Happy. Happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Belated.
yeah, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers
Yeah.
that's listening, which is probably none.
Definitely.
And last piece of like hip hop music releases. Uh Basically Wake Up Filthy. Filthy, who was Playboy Cardi's like one of, I want to say, his
Hmm.
in-house producers, even though he's produced for many of artists in that generation. He kind of basically is alluding to Cardi's album Baby Boy being finished already, and they just wanted to let I Am Music, simmer a little bit in the pot a little bit more before they really drop Baby Boy. So B, are you hyped
Hmm.
for this?
No, I'm not hyped for it, but I'm gonna listen because Cardi gonna put out something. It's gonna be at least 5, 6 songs that I'm gonna keep in rotation. You know what I'm saying? It's just always because I'm still a Cardi fan at heart. I know I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little grays in the beard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the core audience. I'm not the youthful movement, but
Mhm.
I'm still a little Cardi fan at heart, man. Because my generation made Cardi Cardi. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Come on, man.
I was telling people at work this the other day. I was like, it's not really our generation, but we helped make that generation
Mm,
who they are. But that's not our generation. Because I was like,
mm.
that generation, like the SoundCloud era and all that, that's like my little brother's generation. Like they look at XXX I'm like, he's Tupac. So I'm like, that's
But
more
they
of them.
wasn't. But I'm saying when Playboy was in his broke boy era, nobody was jamming Playboy. I remember Cardi.
Oh no, I
I
said
remember
that we
seeing him
made
in
we
South.
made
Yeah,
them popular. We made those
yeah,
guys popular.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah,
got the residuals of the blog era with them, kind of. But
yeah.
to like our younger like siblings, that's their
Yeah,
blog
I know what you're
era
saying.
because that's when they get into new artists and things like that. But yeah,
So
I'm
sad.
actually kind of hyped. I'm actually kind of hyped for this. I'm not gonna lie. I've been jamming a lot of Whole Lot of Red and I Am Music a lot lately. Like I've been going
Mm.
back to songs here and there off the albums. I'm like, I'm like, so what is Cardi gonna give us on this album right here? Because dropping 2 projects in 1 year, this man, he be taking gaps like Kendrick Lamar, like 5 years in between the albums. So this is about to be crazy if he does drop another album this year. Now, will it go number one? Like, not a whole lot of red, but music did. I highly doubt all the songs will chart on charts like that, like that did, because that one was highly anticipated. But I believe so many people are just fiending off that Cardi hype that this will propel that album pretty high. But it's not gonna have the highs as a music because music was highly anticipated itself. But yeah, I'm hyped for this. Basically, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But all right, B, let us know what's dropping this week.
Hey man, we got Amine, 13 months of sunshine. I'm not an Amine guy, B. You know, I remember his first album. I remember that one album with the blue beanie on, with Reel It In. You got the cast. And
Oh, I know exactly which one you're talking about. That's after
I
the one
listened
with
to
the
that one.
Caroline song on it.
Right. So I listened to those two. But I didn't check out the other project he put
The
out
K
with
Tronada one.
K Tronada, right? I heard some singles off there, but I never listened to the full project. But
Same.
right here, for some reason, I'm interested in checking this out. I think it's because he's incorporating, his heritage of, I think he's Eritrean or Ethiopian. I know he's East African. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm sorry if I misspoke. But so I think he's incorporating, more of his culture and more of his upbringing and stuff into this as well. So, like I said, bro, I'm into, people being more personable and bringing more like different themes to their project, into their music. But yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna check this out. What about you, B?
I'm not hyped for this at all, but if we have nothing else to review this week, then yeah, I'll check it out too. I'm
You check
being
it
real
out?
with you, B. If
All
we
right,
got
B, we
nothing
got.
else to review this week, because this is like one of those like B. This is like one of those you want to go to the movies, but you ain't got nothing to see at the movies. You just try to get out the
Mm.
house. This is like one of them plays. Like you like F it. Like if this is the only thing that get me out the house, sure, I guess. No disrespect,
I
but I'm like I don't care about it.
Yeah,
But hey, to the
I feel,
fans that been waiting, hey, y'all eating though. Hey,
I feel you. I think he put out that one with Kate Tronada what, like a year or two ago, year and a half,
I'm
like
not
what,
sure,
two
but he
years
had a
ago?
Fire Freddy verse on there. I know that.
Oh,
He had
for
a
real?
Fire
Oh,
Freddy
you
verse.
it
It came
popped
up
up
in
in
my
your.
Spotify algorithm thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
But
yeah.
yeah, next we got Valet and Harry Fry. Economics, you know what I'm saying?
Is it
Egonomics, economic.
egonomics?
It's
Yeah. How do you say
egonomics,
this one?
economics. It could,
Uh-huh.
you could pronounce it economics, economics,
That sounds
economics.
nasty. Let's go with
Yeah.
egonomic.
Egonomics, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
actually, you know what? Valet is one of your guys, so
Yeah,
him and
that's
I
my
like Harry
guy.
Fraud's production, so I'll give it a gander. You get what I'm saying? So y'all listen.
They put out a single with him and Currency. I forgot what it's called, like No Idea or something like that. I didn't check it out, but I saw the snippet when they did the little video for it on the timeline. You know, I'm checking this out, man. I love LA and him and Harry Fraud. We gonna see what they gonna do. I'm checking this out, B. I'm checking this out.
Okay, okay. I'll check it out too. But that's about it for music releases and announcements. Let us know what you're hyped for or what you're anticipating down in the comment section down below. But let's go ahead and get on to the hip hop news and current events. Lil Durk lyrics banned from being used in court. B, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I'm pretty sure he's kind of like, I don't want to say it like this. I'm not the whole politics police or anything like that. I just don't like the way of like, and I'm allegedly, I don't like the way that Dirk has been on certain platforms, and he's basically kind of like insinuated what he's done. I'm just like, Dirk, you could have just like said like next question or something like that. Like you
Yeah.
remember that one interview that was on Academics thing?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna speak about it. I'm not gonna bring it up because we're not the messy shade room podcast or anything over here. But yeah, like I don't like that. But I guess this is better for Dirk's case because one thing about Dirk, and I listen to Dirk's music, right? He talks about other people's experiences and stories a lot. Like he'd be like, "Oh, I heard so and so this happened to them." Like it's like, Dirk, why are you being messy, dog? But yeah, I guess this is good, but also, you know, this is all rap. This is all entertainment. I also don't want to see him crying on the stand like Meek Mill did, saying like I'm not no gangster. I don't want to. I don't want to see none of that. B,
Yeah.
your thoughts?
I think it's a good thing, man, because you know, lyrics, like it's the whole like bring it back to the Drake and Kendrick thing with the lyrics in court. But I think it'll affect lyrics in court will affect street rappers a lot. And I think that when it comes to entertainment, you gotta kind of leave that out of it, bro. Like you can't like pinpoint just because this guy says something and put it in, you know, real life situations. It's entertainment. And yes, you gotta play into the authenticity of being a rapper. Like you gotta be this tough guy, gangster. So it's like if I'm on a platform and I don't want to give up no information, sometimes you gotta insinuate things like you ever talk to a chick, B, you know what I'm saying? Or like, let's say this, I'm gonna use this example. You know, when like you dealing with a chick, but it's this other chick that like you, but you know you don't want to. I'm dealing with this one chick, but you still entertaining the other chick, and you be like, you don't want to just throw her off. That's kind of like what street niggas do in interviews sometimes. They want to let you know, like, hey, I really did down, but I really, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
you
but it's
still
like,
want that attention. It's like you still want that attention. But
oh,
sometimes we just gotta leave that chick alone. Leave that chick alone, leave them streets alone.
mhm.
But I just think we just gotta separate, you know, real life situations with music. And I know sometimes, you know, it could be, you know, into the music and you know, it goes in various parts of like, okay, you talked about this here. So you talk about your mom, or you know, it's just what is that entertainment? It gets to it can get muddy. But I don't know. I just thought it was a good thing because come on, hey, do y'all job. Don't go to nobody music. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? That's weird. Like, do your job, investigate, get them if
There's
y'all
a whole
could. You know
bunch
what I'm
of
saying?
rappers. There's a whole bunch of rappers on wax talking about how they big kingpins and drug lords when all they done
Yeah,
is sell nickels and dimes. I'm gonna just say that right
facts.
now. But next piece of news we got. This is a W for the South Beat. Dr. Boosie Bade. No, I can't say that. Now, rapper receives two honorary doctorates from Kingdom Heritage University. B, how do we feel about Boosie getting 2 degrees while we both have none? No, we got degrees, but that's
Yeah,
besides the
B.
point.
And I got my pimp degree. You know what I'm saying? Oh my bad. But yeah, bro, come on, they honorary. You know, nah, just joking around. Like, shout out to Boosie. Shout out to Boosie, man. Get his honorary PhD in music. Is it music, right? Am I bugging? I thought I was
Let me
reading it.
see.
Yes, that's
One
it.
for music composition, the other for music management.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's cool, man. He ran him a label, you know what I'm saying? He put out the music and man, Boosie, bro, for me, man, back in the day was like Boosie was like, bro, he was my favorite rapper. Like I
Mhm.
love Little Boosie. I can go back and just listen to so much Boosie and just spit that. I'm telling you, like Boosie was like the Pac for me and like Zero and all them guys was kind of
Mhm.
like the Tupacs for me. But like Biggie, I said Biggie, but Boosie, bro, it's my guy, B. I can spit some Boosie lyrics. He say some wild stuff, bro. But that's how he got that PhD. He spit from the heart. He composed that heart. You know what I'm saying? The new Boosie, I don't know if I can really get with him like that because some stuff I'm like, he kind of like fall into the lane of like this character he has now
Raccoonish
online.
activities on the internet.
Yeah, it kind of falls into that line. It's like kind of goofy. I don't know if he still get into his like really like street bag, but old Boosie, I hold him high when it comes to that street talk. You know what I'm saying? That gospel. But yeah, man, shout out to Boosie, man.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out to
out to
Boosie.
Boosie and Webby because they recently had one of their vinyls go up for pre-order too. Gangsta music.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real? I might have to
yeah,
get that.
yeah. I pre-ordered that. Easy,
I might have to get that, bro.
easy. B.
For
As soon
real.
as I go up, pre-order. I did put that
Because
in, baby. Yes, sir.
which one has presented by Pimp C on it? I'm bugging.
I think that was like Trillville or Trill Nation, something like that.
It's one of
But
those,
no,
yeah.
this one is the one with him and it's Boosie and Webby on the cover, and it's like a brownish background, kind of looks like a bit like a wanted poster. So yeah.
Let me check
But
real quick.
next piece of news we got Kid Cudi book to get a release date. I
Yeah.
have not heard anything about this, but Kid Cudi tweets, okay, F it. Cudi, the memoir, coming August 5th, 2025. More to come. In the meantime, pre-orders are now open. B, you pre-ordering this?
Yeah, I'm a cop it, man. You know, I like
I
getting
already knew you was.
yeah. That's why I, put in a shout out to Cuddy, man. Got his memoir coming out.
Mhm.
memoir.
Memoir.
Anyways,
Memoir.
memoir. I remember we had to write a memoir in English. Like just write a little story about your life. I remember that. But I like to collect hip hop books and stuff. I'm trying to get more, but the last one I bought was like Black Thought. He put out a book about his life. It's a really short read.
Mhm.
Uh and I feel like Cuddy, he never really tell you what went on in his life that drove him to like, depression, drug use and stuff like that. Maybe in this book he kind of get more in his bag because in the interview, not the interview, the documentary he did on I think it was on Amazon Prime. It was a good documentary. It's just it didn't get in depth into like what was going on with him. So hopefully this book give us more insight on Cuddy's struggles.
Mhm.
Get to know Cuddy a little more. Get to know Scott. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Get to know
Scott
Scott.
Mescudi, whatever his name is.
Scott Mescudi.
Uh, but speaking of people that were once on good music, Kanye's new album may be banned in Russia. Shout out to that boy Kirko. Ye's upcoming album is facing a potential ban in Russia ahead of its release. Lyrics that promote inwardism and not us inwardism, like inwardism as in like that boy with the tiny mustache inwardism, glorifying World War II criminals, incite violence, encourage drug use, and reference non-traditional sexual preferences are cited as reasons for a ban and formal requests for Russia's let me load this up for Russia's media regulator. Now, B, I know
Yeah.
you heard the Double H song. I know you was really fiending for that. B, how we feeling about this?
I
B,
will
is
admit.
this hypocritical like the people are saying online? B, they need to know
How is it hypocritical?
that as soon as Kanye wants to put this song up, going against talking about hailing someone of a different race or whatever, talking about glorifying him and what he's done, maybe because
Hmm.
of his other acts previously while he was alive.
Hmm.
B, but we let all the black people talk about all the bad black things in the community and glorify that, and the labels do nothing but push it.
But
B, is this
B,
hypocritical or what?
no, it's not hypocritical. It's up to B. I said this before. I said this before. Who who's in quote unquote control of the black community? We don't have no organizations that speak
I'm
for us.
about to
We
say,
don't
if you
have
talking
like
about a single leader, then no one.
no, it shouldn't be a single leader. It's
Hmm.
a group effort. And you
Hmm.
have, the Jewish community, they actually have organizations. They will stop you.
Hmm.
It's up to them. If I break it, somebody break in my house or whatever, and yeah, call the cops or whatever, but I have the right to defend myself. If I didn't defend myself, who is that on? Is that on me? Or is that on the is that on the city? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you gotta understand. I thought we supposed to control this culture, right? We
Hmm.
already sold it. It's sold. So y'all gotta understand.
Mm.
If I do something about it, that's on me. You do something about it. Why you want other people to do it? You do it. It's your community. That's how I look at it.
Hmm.
It's not hypocritical, but
So, B,
You
you
know,
saying
some
that
people,
they standing on business?
yeah, they just standing on business. This type of stuff they don't want going on. They putting in the work. They putting their money where their mouth is. They showing their power. Not being anti-Semitic with type of power, what I'm talking about. I'm just saying you have groupthink, you have group power, group economics, you can make moves. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
And black people, we don't have that. And I'm sorry. I
Mm,
wish we did, but we don't.
mm,
We have no power. None.
mm,
So
mm,
what so what Kanye his music should be banned because it's what if we want to talk about all the stuff that black people do in the community, that's something different, right? That's us affecting our community, right?
mhm,
Music labels gonna make if they want to make music and they want to push that and you don't do nothing about it, who is that on? That's
mhm,
all I'm saying.
mhm,
You try to push that with the record label and doing that hate towards Jewish people and it gets stopped. Who stopped it?
mhm.
That's all I'm saying. How you gonna get mad at them for them doing saying something about it? This not happening. We're standing on it. So that's the same
Yeah,
stuff we should be doing.
my piggyback point is I can't imagine someone whose family comes from the actions that have come from this said person jamming the song versus black people when we make that type of music against our own, we jamming it, B. We rocking to it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a victim of it. So, me personally, I can't be hypocritical and say anything about this because while the labels can push it here and there, are we pushing against it?
Yeah. It's up to us,
You know,
man. We got to do it. And I know, it's systematic white supremacy. I know it's all this type of stuff. And I'm not saying it's
yeah,
not,
FBA, Tariq Nasheed,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm just saying, I know that we deal with like, white supremacy and things like that. Like, I know it's not just easy of like just stand down because I feel like it's too late. I just feel like we just got to destroy and rebuild at this point. And then I think things can get corrected. But at this point, bro, we can't be hollering hypocritical because at the same time, we hypocrites.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But B, besides that, what are your thoughts on the song though? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna be honest about the song, B. I'm not gonna repeat the lyrics, but bro, it's been times when there's been an earworm in my head, and I'm like, what?
I told you that melody is catchy, me. I said that at the beginning of the show. It's catchy.
But I'm gonna say I'm able allegedly. I had it in my head allegedly,
In
but
the
I don't
local files,
support.
B?
I
Allegedly.
hey, I don't support that type of jargon, that type of rhetoric at all. I feel like Kanye lost the plot. I think that he's going downhill. He needs some help. I will throw the straight jacket on that man. I think y'all need to put him in the walls, them padded rooms, and just leave
Mhm.
him there. For
Nah,
real,
put
for
an
real.
NPC in there for him though. Put an NPC in there in a few records.
Where he gonna be hitting his head on that joint, make
Hey,
no,
hey,
we
that man can make magic, B.
B. I saw kind of on subject, but not on topic. I saw an article, like a post saying that Cameron said he's looking for Kanye's cousin that he molested. I was like, why? Like, why are you looking for
Nah, B, did
him?
you see what Cameron said to Kanye saying, I don't even say nothing to people, to men who's sucked other men's meat. He said
Yeah,
there's no
yeah,
discussion to
yeah.
be had with that. Thinking,
Yeah, I
what is
saw that.
Cameron doing? Cameron, why are you in the news so
Bro,
much? What a
Cameron is
news
insane.
cycle.
Bro
That's a
is
sick man, B.
insane. Cameron really Rico, bro. You know what I'm saying? He really crazy, bro. He
Hey,
be
Negroes
wilding.
die every day, B.
He die every day, B. But back on topic, bro. Nah, man, ban that man. We don't need that jargon, bro. Get that out of here. I saw a clip. Do you see that clip of the two whites driving in, listening to it in the car? I
Uh-huh.
know you seen that clip.
The white man and the white woman.
Yeah.
Hey B, hey B. The funny part is they didn't say the N word, but they said all the other lyrics. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. That's the one
Hey,
thing I noticed from that video.
I've been seeing mad clips of white people saying the N word lately, bro. I've been
Oh, because of your
seeing.
boy Dave Blunt's
Now I saw
when he
Mark
said that
Lamar
nigga said
Hill.
on that show.
You didn't see the video going viral with the woman calling that 5-year-old boy the N word at the park.
See, I never seen the video, but I know what incident you're talking about. That and the Pierce Morgan thing with Pierce
Yeah,
Morgan, was it
Myron. Yeah,
Myron, Mark Lamont Hill, and that white woman that says, "Oh yeah, I say it." I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Hey, she living her truth. I can't be
yeah.
mad at you, but you can't be mad at the consequences that come at you for saying that, though."
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm all for racists being racist and letting us know who they are because I want to know who
Hmm.
I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I respect that you said it, and now I just know you're a horrible person. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
But I'd rather you tell me up front than stab me in the back.
Yeah, I don't want that what they call it with the racism that my mind blanking right now, B. When not covert. I don't want that.
Oh,
I want it more
yeah, I
over.
like it overt. I
Yeah, I
want it
want it
overt.
overt, bro. Let me know. Let me know how you feel. You little
Facts.
racist monkey.
But
Yeah,
speaking
you
of
love.
overt things that could hurt, B, Tory Lanez, our boy, he got, as I seen someone on my Twitter say, poked up in that yard.
Hey
Come on,
man,
man. It's just too many bad things happening today, man. His Alone at Prom vinyl reissue got canceled. Now this. Come on, man. Where are we going at? Like,
hey B,
and it's allegedly about the Kendrick disses. It was allegedly because of that. I saw the you know what I'm saying. I saw it rumored on the Twitter streets. You get what I'm saying?
you know what
I
I
highly
saw,
doubt it, but it's a funny narrative.
I saw somebody say some prisoner seen Megan Thee Stallion ass on a iPhone 5 inches when it stabbed him.
It'd be like the meme where Megan just be shown twerking. They'd be like, give him 20 more.
Them said they said he saw it on an iPhone 5, had me dying, bro. They say he went and took him out, yo. But they say these are non-threatening injuries. We're not making fun of a man
Yeah,
being
non-life
stabbed.
threatening. Yeah,
My bad, non-life threatening injuries. But man, this right here has had the timeline in a frenzy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like boy got lickied up, you know what I'm saying, with the little Yankee.
Hold up. I couldn't say poke earlier, and you saying lick it up. Nah, B, come on, man. Where are we going at with this episode?
They poked him on the yard, B. You
Come
know what I'm
on,
saying?
B. Hey, did you see that? Hey, it's funny because a few days ago they had a picture of him like posted up swole, B. Hey, that boy getting swole.
Hey, boy got the balloon muscles like SpongeBob. They popped this little bubble. They would have popped this little bubble, B. Little fake muscles.
That's probably why it's not life threatening. They hit the air instead of him.
Hey, them fake muscles saved his life, B.
Oh man.
Oh, bro, that sucks, bro.
Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about that down in the comment section down below. Let us know what y'all think about all the other news stuff that we had down in the comment section down
Hey,
below.
it's crazy getting poked up in prison can mean two things.
This is y'all's favorite co-host. This is y'all's favorite co-host. I want y'all to know that.
I'm just saying.
Oh man. But yeah, y'all let us know in the comment section down below. But as we said earlier, we have no albums to review this week. We talked about a good amount of music on what we've been jamming, which is more than what a lot of other shows actually talk about. But we do have some discussion topics. I mean, am I lying?
You're not
who else
lying,
talks about
B.
music? I'm about to say we always talk about music. We had two sections where we just talk about music. That's crazy.
You telling the truth, B.
I'm just saying, a lot of people don't even talk about one album. We talking about multiple. I'm just saying, B. That's why I say we the most consistent show that actually talks about the music. But besides that, we actually have some discussions to talk about. B, let's go ahead and talk about this because I made this a news topic at first. But you was like, let's make this a discussion. Bobby Shmurda tour canceled due to low ticket sales. Now, B, I know you were sad the day when you bought the Bobby Shmurda ticket and you just saw a refund hit your account. You're like, what? Bye. And then you just saw the news in your email that this was canceled. Now, B, how were you when you saw that the tour got canceled for you and you got emailed and refunded that ticket?
Man, I was sad, man. I was like, God, man, I'm trying to hear hot nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hear computers. Maybe
You gonna
Robbie
throw the
Red
beanie up
pop
and it
out.
never come down?
Never come down, B. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, I want to talk about it because I think it's interesting, bro, because I think that Bobby Shmurda released from prison is like a new look because it made me think of Young Thug, made me think of all the people in the past that's been kind of released and we see what they're doing, right? I feel like Bobby Shmurda got released, super hyped for like a week or two, and then nothing. We just saw clips of him on tour buses, girls shaking booty. He's here, he's there, he's dancing, you know, and it's like, why is he not producing music? Why he's not putting out any product? Nothing. So I think he put out. I'm running. Look, he got out in 2021, 2022. Around that time, he put out like 1 or 2 mixtapes, bro. Like 2 to 3 years ago. B, you been gone for what? 5 years, 6 years. This is the time when you have to stay in our faces, putting out this music. When we heard this news, was anyone shocked?
Yeah, I'm more
Bro,
shocked that he had a
trying
tour
to
that
get
was
it
happening. I
facts.
was
Because
shocked. I'm like, off of what music?
I'm like,
He
what
should
have
be
you been putting
opening.
out? Facts. Like, what? Who been having him on features? What have Bobby been doing? He's been ghost. I heard like murmurs of him like he don't want to put out the same music that he used to put out because I know how they got in trouble. I don't know if there's any stipulations with his release of like, yo, you can't talk that talk no more, type stuff like that, because they say Bobby really wasn't a rapper like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because if you think about it, it's going to go into the conversation we're going to talk about in a bit, but because could a lot of these we was talking about touring with Ab-Soul, but we know Ab-Soul has a core fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Is touring becoming too expensive for certain acts, and it's not being a moneymaker? Will touring die for certain artists? Because it
I
made me think
think.
about that.
Oh, keep going if you have some
No,
more
no, no,
thoughts.
no, no,
Oh.
no. You keep going if you have some.
So this kind of reminds me of the physical media situation that I see a lot of like people that I randomly watch or randomly come up in my algorithm talk about, where people are spending less because of the economy. People
Mm-hmm.
aren't having as many, a lot of people aren't as employed as they was. Stimulus checks, all that type of stuff. COVID, it effed up the market, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When it comes to doing the tour, we gotta think about it. You gotta pay the venue. You also gotta pay people to be employed, security guards, ushers, right? People that work concession stands, the booths to actually sell the merch. But then we also gotta think about it. How much money are you making on the merch? What merch are
Mm-hmm.
you selling? Are you selling vinyls? Are you selling CDs? That stuff costs money to make as well. You gotta have designers to design the merch. That costs money as well. You gotta have the actual stuff like to print the merch on too. That costs money as
Mm-hmm.
well. How profitable is Bobby Shmurda besides the little hype he had before he went to jail? How profitable is a Bobby Shmurda in today's day and age where I didn't even know he came out with 2 more mixtapes, be like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I don't know, like, can he live forever off a hot Negro? Potentially, maybe, yes. But I don't think he's a big enough name to where he could have his own tour. I don't even think he should be opening up. His best time to have really popped out was been during the drill scene with Pop Smoke and them. That would have been the
Mm-hmm.
best time because that would have been like a passing of the torch, even though we didn't really need you to pass a torch to anybody, if anything. But that would have been the perfect moment to like pass a torch, but also stay in the mix of everything, especially when that NY drill scene was happening. He's one, missed his mark. Two, he's not profitable in terms of like the name. Like everybody was so hyped for when Bobby Shmurda was about to come out of jail because Bobby Shmurda didn't snitch. He's one of the real ones in hip hop. Now look where he's at.
That make me think about it, like a lot of us, like fans musically, you get that boost in prison and jail, but it's like afterwards it feel like it don't live up to the hype. It's like if it's like the Young Thug album. B, when it supposed to come out?
It was supposed to come out.
When
It was
it,
supposed to come out
last
this
week?
week, last week,
No,
right?
this week. It's supposed to come out on Friday.
But it got pushed back.
Dropped a single. You know what I'm saying? Hype around Thug. I don't know. It seemed like the hype around Thug is dying now. It's like when you in jail, it's like being in jail is like half of like of being dead. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like you get all this praise when you locked up. You get more praise when you pass away. And when you get out, you just here.
You kind
It's
of
like they don't
fizzle
show
out.
they
It
don't show you that
depends because
same.
certain people have beat those allegations, like Gucci.
What you mean?
When Gucci came out of jail, he became one. He still maintained his bigness, but he also came out with hits after that.
But I'm saying if we want to say sustain, Gucci never was, don't get me wrong, was out. If we want to go numbers and success, was Gucci ever that successful numbers wise?
I think he has literally the most number one albums or number one billboarding charted projects as a rapper. I think so. But I know what you mean though. In terms of like actual conversations being had amongst mainstream
But you
stuff,
gotta and you gotta
I no, I
understand.
completely understand. But you're saying numbers. If we talking numbers, then technically Gucci is up there to some degree. But that's because he
What's
has
his
a
first?
lot.
But I'm saying, what's his first week sales? I'm saying like if Young Thug get locked up, Young Thug get out. We're waiting on Young Thug to drop. Will this album sell over 100K for Young Thug? Will Young
So
Thug put out baby numbers, like little baby numbers?
no, but I also don't think he's a baby level artist, right? I hate to say it
But
like
look,
this, B. This is the best way I can say it. If it's the Jeezy and Gucci Man situation, this is like a Future and Young Thug situation. Jeezy and Future are like in the same tier in terms of like popularity wise at their heights and peaks of their career, while Gucci and Young Thug are the ones that are most revered or really revered, even though Future, I guess, is a bit more revered than Young Thug. But in this situation, they're like those people who don't really put up numbers on the board like that, but they're really revered by their city. You get what I'm saying? I feel like
yeah.
that's like the best analogy I can use in this situation.
But if I'm gonna talk about like I think Gucci in a certain situation, if you think about Gucci's career, he kind of already he mounted himself already. I don't think Gucci being in jail was a thing because Gucci kept going in and out of jail. It wasn't a
Yeah.
big thing. Only thing about Gucci getting out was his physical appearance, to be honest with
Mhm.
you.
But I
But when
think
it
this
comes
was
to
his
like
longest stint in jail. That's why I think it was.
I know, but he kept going in and out. It's like
Mhm.
Kodak Black, in and out, in and out. So it's like it's not a big deal. Young Thug get railroaded pretty much, boom boom, whole trial, longest trial in Georgia's history type thing, right? Have all this hype. And look at Bobby Shmurda. Look at Meek Mill. Like, look at the guys that was like kind of at the top and having all, and then they got locked up, and then they have this stimulus package of being locked up, having all these eyes on them, and then when they get out, it's just like, hmm. It's like when you like when Meek Mill got out, he kind of he made some noise, but like
Mhm.
when Thug got out, Thug it ain't hitting like that. What about that new single he dropped? What about That's what I'm saying. At least Young
The
Thug put
feature
out
on Lil
something.
Baby's album. Mhm.
No, I know he did that, but I'm talking about the single he did with Future.
Future. Mhm. I don't hear no one talking about it ever since the day it came out.
Look, at least he dropped Bobby Smurder. Since we talking about Bobby, nothing. B been out since 2021, 2022. Nothing. Ghost. How you gonna expect to go out there and tour? In 10 tickets a city? I think that's a lie. I think it was less than that. They just trying to
I
round
do
it
too.
out.
I think that's the average. Look, B, one city had 20, another city had zero. Average 10 per city.
Facts.
I don't want to say it like this, B. Literally, the biggest news I've heard about Bobby was some messy stuff, some shade room type stuff. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to bring it up on the show, but that's the biggest thing I've heard of Bobby Shmurda doing since he's
I don't
came
even know
out
what
of
you're talking
jail.
about. I don't even know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. But that's besides the point. That's what I'm saying. That's the biggest thing. Besides that, it was messy drama type stuff. So, of course, that's going to get the clicks. Besides that, I haven't heard Bobby Shmurda get talked about at all.
It's crazy because
Music
only how
wise,
the only why we will talk about Bobby is for music. And like why I believe that his situation is like this is because of music. He's not producing. He's not putting out anything. So I don't know. I think this was like expected. Like, what do you like? Come on. I
so
don't even think
do
Bobby
we
Smurda have
consider
a
him a
fan
one hit
base.
wonder? I agree. But do we, and this also made me want to talk about a topic that I had last week, but I forgot to bring it up. One hit wonders lasted longer, I feel like, because of social media, right? I think social media
Mm.
is what kept a lot of these one hit wonders from becoming just one hit wonders, like names within hip hop discussions and roundtables and things like that. Uh, Without social media, without Vine, without him creating this viral moment, I think Hot Negro just would have been that one. He wouldn't have really got another one with that second song, that Bobby B. Uh, I just think that his career honestly wouldn't have lasted this long without Vine. Vine
Facts. I
kept
would
it
put a
going.
yeah. The whole
Yeah.
meme, throwing the hat up, the
Uh-huh.
dance. So you gotta think about all that incorporated. It's just TikTok before TikTok. We had Vine, we had songs going viral on social media. And he had the computers verse. They sliding over cars when I shoot.
I look like I'm Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise, Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise. But Tom Bobby with that too. Like got that. I pull up on a Mac a fool. Like, yeah, but like that's it. I thought Bobby B was gonna be something, but it wasn't nothing. That snippet was kind of hard in the
Mhm.
studio. Studio snippets be
No,
crazy.
but B, you said that you like that one thing where he was on the table, he was dancing in front of all them execs. You said you liked that.
Oh, a minstrel show? No, I don't like that. But I don't know, man. I just think that he gotta redo his game plan. He gotta put out the music, be in our faces. You gotta do something, bro. You can't just, oh, I'm gonna do a tour. Bro, we haven't heard about you in 2 years. We thought you were still locked up.
B. He could have literally looked at his numbers from what his previous projects did to realize, yeah, I shouldn't tour. He
Bro,
could have put
hold on.
out a project now before putting out a tour.
Bro, I'm about to look up the projects and see I'm not tripping, bro. Hold up, let me look. Cause I know he dropped something like it had to be like 2022. It looked
Yeah, I don't
like it.
remember it at all. First week sales.
Okay,
That's
look,
what I'm about to look at.
He had Bod Boy 2022. It has 9 tracks on it. And it's like yeah, Bod Boy. That's all I see. That's all I see. He has a
That
single
might
that
be
dropped
it.
with Jeremiah and Lou Got Cash, Bobby Smurda's superstar status. Other than that, bro, little singles here with some people nobody heard of.
I
Rats,
mean, he
foreign
says
ish.
that he
Like,
has to go through lawsuits with some people that work at a certain place that I knew better to do business with. Let this be a life lesson to all business owners and affiliates. Don't leave nothing in no one's hands. Don't matter how much you got to work. You got a top pause done expert, but that Jesus his grammar. But that happens once in a blue moon because you have money. Because you have money does Jesus his grammar. Jesus does not make you a boss anyways. I apologize again to all of my fans. I might have to go through some lawsuits and lawyer fee money, aka the industry most wanted. Ain't nothing new. I've been fighting.
shout out to him, man. So hopefully he can get through it, have a new game plan, get through the legal stuff he has to do. Situation. I don't know if it's some label stuff and him about music putting out what is the legality legalities to that. I guess that's the
Mhm.
word. So I don't know. Shout out to Bobby Smurda, bro. Just I can't believe you thought you could tour. I just
Yeah,
can't.
I that was a preposterous idea. Don't ever do that
Mhm.
ish again. But let's go ahead and get on to the next topic. B. Fat Joe and Jada enter the podcast game. Seems like all rappers want to do now. They don't want to get in that studio. They want to get on that pod, Mike B. B, how do you feel
B.
about this? I
I
watched the
don't like.
episode earlier today.
I ain't even watch it.
I did.
I don't like this,
I was
B.
entertained.
I don't
Why
like
not?
this. They made fun of niggas like us, B. We get on the mic. They even start the podcast like that. We get on the mic and we say anything. Never been in a studio. They never made no hits. They don't even know, but we gonna get on here. We gonna talk, bro. Nobody really, niggas really don't want to hear from y'all like that.
B, you don't
Okay, you
want
could
to. What about Fat Joe's previous podcast? You wasn't messing with that one, B?
no. Fat Joe is good at going on other people's platforms and lying,
I
and
was
they
literally
good
about to say the exact same
they
thing.
they good stories, but like I don't want to hear from him week to week. Jada, I love Jada, one of the best to ever do it. I don't want to hear Jada talk about
You
music.
lying on that one, but keep going.
You don't think he the best ever, one of the best to ever do it? Like rapping?
Top 10 wise, no. But let's keep going. I digress.
So the best to ever do it have to be top 10? B,
I don't know.
don't
I always constrict that number to a certain
nah
extent when I hear
Jada.
it.
If I say Black Thought one of the best to ever rap, you ain't thinking top 10? Because it's people in your top 10 that's not out rapping Black Thought. Most of
It
them
depends.
not.
It depends. What we talking top 10? Just lyrically,
I'm
not
talking about
career overall.
rapping. I'm
Oh,
talking about
oh, okay,
rapping.
okay. Keep going. Then keep going. Keep going. I was going overall. You know I go overall.
Yeah, I'm not going overall. But anyways, I don't want to hear Jada talk about hip hop. Like I like to hear him in spurts. Like let us do this. Let the people in the outside looking in do this type of stuff. Yes, I tried to make music before. I worked. Well, I went to school for music. Yes, I sucked at rapping. You know what I mean? It's tough, but I like to. We like to talk about things that we're not a professional. It's like the commentators, the sports analysts, and things like that. But I know hip hop is not a sport technically. But I don't really want to see. I'm not saying I'm tired of seeing this, but it's kind of getting kind of suckish because it feels like all the views they could just come up in our arena. Like, yeah, I'm new to the YouTube thing when it comes to actually making content, but I'm just saying I looked and watched people on YouTube. They was everyday people. Now we got athletes, we got rappers, actors, all hopping on YouTube and doing their thing, and it's like they grabbing viewers from other people. It's like y'all can hop in here and get subscribers like nothing because y'all already have no variety. There's no hate there. Y'all work for that. But y'all make fun of the guys, especially the rappers. Stay on your podcast mics. Get rid of the mics. They just be on the internet talking stuff. They talk about people on the internet. You internet niggas. Y'all just in the comments. And now y'all doing the same thing. Why y'all just don't just rap? Is it any music? I mean, any money in rap no more? Why y'all over here trying to take the money from the regular YouTube folk? They over here, it's no money over there, bro. So they had to switch their mics. They had to switch the mics. Put the mics up on the put the mics on the table now, B. They ain't got the mics in the studio. They switched it up. So it's like, which one y'all gonna do? And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm sick of it, B. Because they'll pop up in your algorithm, the freaking Camelos with his podcast, you know, all these different athletes. It's cool. I love some of those shows. But like, come on, man. It's some people that have good talks, right? Joe Budden did his thing. Joe Budden's a legend in this pod game. Now we can't have mad rappers picking up the mics, and I don't think they're gonna last long. I don't think they're gonna be more consistent. Till y'all tried it, not consistent. I keep naming. It's just not consistent. I think y'all just wasting y'all time and stop trying to hop up on our wave. We talking about the music. People, the regular day people, the listeners been talking about music on YouTube for going on 20 plus years. Y'all don't want us to rap. We can't rap. Don't do what we do. Y'all pick y'all mics up and put our mics down. This is different. Let us buy the podcast mics. Put that mic, screw that Shure mic back into the studio and leave us alone. Put your little pop filter on it, you know, hook up your Pro Tools and you get the rapping and let us rap on these type of mics. Y'all get over there. Stay in y'all lane. Get out of here. Go in the streets. Get off these YouTube streets. Y'all don't belong here, bro. Get out of here. Scram. Get daddle. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. It kind of irked me, B. Let us have our thing, B.
The best way I can say this is like the charm that came from YouTube and content creation. You watched people as they grew, B. YouTube was for the common everyday man. Somebody that we looked up to. That stuff that they trying to do, that's meant for TV. Y'all say on TV, syndicated television, whatever they want to call it. This is for us, B. The people who had to work our day job, scrunch up and save a little bit of money, find a little time that we have from working our day jobs, and just give our real authentic opinions. You know, when these people, they come in, they already got the money, B. They already got the lifestyle. For them, I ain't got no passion for this. I'm just doing this because there's money in it. B, what happened to the game that I loved? Negro's just getting in this for a quick lick. Fat Joe had a show before, exclusive to the title. What happened to that? Y'all Negroes is not Nori. Y'all Negroes is not Joe Budden. They are an exception, not the rule. All you Negroes do not need a microphone unless it's in the studio. And god dang it, all you Negroes don't even need that microphone either. I'm going to just say that right now. I'm going to be real. I listened to that podcast episode. Listen to the full thing, 2x speed. Garbage. I don't want to hear this ish again. I was like, yo, these two would be great as guests on other shows. I don't need you as a recurring guest. You come in every few years. When Fat Joe goes on the Breakfast Club, he's talking about him in Big Pun stories. Cool. But I could get fatigued from y'all Negroes really easily. Y'all don't have y'all don't have that capturing character to really sustain an audience, especially for me. Y'all aren't entertaining. Like, yeah, y'all got some cool stories. Yeah, y'all came up in a dope time during hip hop where we didn't have mics. We didn't have all the cameras and stuff like that, reality TV like that. But I don't want to see you guys weekly. I don't. And I don't care about y'all's opinions on things. I like y'all as MCs. I don't care about y'all opinion like that. I don't want to hear it. They talking about sports. They want to be a Joe Budden 2.0, but they want to be an actual show with the production quality and everything. Just stop it. Stop this ish. I didn't even feel the authenticity, B. Come on, B. They saying some regular normal talks, man. They got the average. Come on, man.
And get out of hey, all they need them a little white boy over there. Look, B, let me tell you this too. Look, this what works, right? You need the artist that wasn't as successful to do the podcast. You need the athlete that was, had a little bit of buzz in the rap game. I mean, in the industry, I mean, the NBA or NFL, and they come out and they talk. It's just a different perspective. We don't really want to hear from the superstars. Fat Joe got multiple hits. Jada has locks hits. Joe Budden had one hit. He got good talks. Jeff
Yes.
T one All-Star appearances.
But see,
Role
B,
player
this is
at
also
later
the
years.
thing too.
What?
Quick tangent. He wasn't afraid back then to go against the grain. He came in at a
Facts.
perfect time, B. He didn't have
Facts.
relationships to keep like that. He was willing to step on toes. These Negroes still in the industry playing. I don't want to
They
hear
just
these.
you
As
know, it'd be
Don
a
would
good
say from Potty Mouth, unethical hoops.
B. You know, it would be a good podcast.
What?
Give me Sheik Luch from the Locks.
Uh-huh.
Because we don't hear much from Sheik. We know Styles. We know Jada. Sheik not like out there like that. We hear from Sheik. Oh, Sheik Luch got a pod with somebody. I can't think of nobody else. Then we be like, all right, let's check it out. It'd be more authentic because it's somebody, it's some voice we haven't heard much. We know the Jada bars. We know it. You know, it's like, bro, we don't want to hear that on a pod. Get out of here. Get in the studio. Top 5 Dead or Alive. Go over there and freaking rap. Fat Joe, you go over there and rap as well. We don't want you rapping on the pod. Lead a pod into us. Lead a YouTube to us. Y'all get out of here. Get out these streets, boy. You're not allowed. I'm telling you. Get out. Leave. Scram. B, I'm for real.
Beautiful cooking, B. B.
Get out of here.
Everybody is not built for this entertainment industry. And I don't want to be a person to shoot other people's dreams down, but this isn't y'all dream. This is a
That's
quick
not their
win for
dreams.
Y'all already living y'all dream. Y'all's being rappers. Leave this ish to the professionals, aka us.
B, them niggas are too cool to pod. Fat Joe be on there talking about some. Man, I was in the cafeteria, robbed everybody in it. How you gonna rob the whole cafeteria? when you pod, when you on these YouTube streets, you gotta strip the cool. I'm a real cool guy, but I gotta strip that from me. That's how Marden works sometimes on Joe. You too cool. Come on, man. You don't gotta be so cool on it. Yeah, man.
You gotta be corny every now and then.
Come on, bro. And Fat Joe.
The corn needs to be there. You gotta strip the ego away. That's the thing.
And all Fat Joe wants to just talk about how street he is. I'm sick of how many times we know how street you are. Hey, robbed the whole cafeteria. Get out of here. Great story, but I don't want to hear that every week. I want to hear your lies. Unless you make a segment, my lie of the week. All right, let's check it out. Be authentic. You know
But B,
Play
you
into
didn't. I know you didn't watch the episode, but they had a really super authentic segment where they just reacted to the Met Gala outfits. And guess what? Andre 3000 came up. Not a single bad thing said. Not a single roast said. I was like, all right, get out. Get out. There was plenty of bad roasts that you could have said, but nah, he a legend, man. No disrespect. He one of the GOATs. Get this safe podcast out of here, man.
Come on, bro. See, like what you said when Joe came into the game, bro had no relationship to attain. He just spoke his mind. But now it's different. He has to tone it down a little bit. But like, come on, bro. I just don't want to hear this.
Some hot takes here and there, though.
But B, how long you think this is? We can move on with this, but I want to give you how long you think this podcast is gonna last?
I give it about 10 episodes, maybe 12.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give them a little bit. I'm gonna say the end of the year. The end of the year, that's it. I give them the end of the year. Just make it. They're gonna be Jada effect. You know, schedules wasn't linked. You know, Jada do his thing. I gotta do my thing. Nah, y'all went in it because y'all see that it ain't as easy as y'all thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Man, just get out of here, bro. Rapping, I tried to rap. I wasn't good at it. I was cool at making beats and engineering. So that's what I did. Nigga, Fat Joe, Joey Crack, Jadakiss. What's Jadakiss' nickname? What they call him? Jada Kiss. Man, come on, bro. Just leave the mics alone, bro. Like I said, keep those mics in the studios.
You leave this to us.
Hey, no mic stands. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, bro. I don't know, bro.
They're not gonna be authentic. That's the problem. And then the thing is, they still in the rap game to a degree. Y'all not gonna step on toes. Y'all not gonna hurt y'all's relationship with other people. Y'all not gonna go against the grain like we really want y'all to. It's gonna be a certain level of like fakeness. And they already had an ad on their first video for Boost Mobile.
Yeah, they presented by Bruce Mobile. They already I ain't getting B. You know them, Jada, Fat Joe. Like, hey, we're not getting in no podcast game unless we did a deal first. They have those type of connections. They could get a deal with
Exactly.
Boost Mobile. But look, I had a okay. You want? Oh, they had a hot take. B. It kind of made the news. Kendrick Lamar is the biggest West Coast rapper. He outdid Snoop with radio. Like, come on, bro. That's so obvious. Come on, bro. That's like the lukewarmest take ever. Woo. Really? Who could compete with? Bro, come on. We know Kendrick is like the biggest West Coast rapper ever right now. We been knew that before the beef. Bro, the freaking Kendrick take. B. Was that a hot take?
B, that was Sub-Zero cold. What are we doing here, B?
That's like saying, hey, Drake, biggest Toronto rapper ever. Hey, come on, bro.
I'm tired of these media personalities, especially these rappers. This almost reminds me of what Elliot Wilson was saying to a degree when he was going off last year. But the worst part about Elliot's thing is that you could have been up there if you would have started your own thing. And plus, you're in the same talks with these guys because you're not fronting your money up for all this equipment just like them. I mean, yeah, so just like them. B, we getting this from the mud. No, we getting this straight from the ground. While we do get some cosigns here and there, we didn't have a cosign like on our first episode type stuff.
No.
We had to build the relationships. We had to upgrade these studios, these mics, these equipment. These guys, they already got it. In fact, this probably just like leftover stuff. They're like, shoot, I'm not using this anyway. Might as well.
Boost Mobile probably gave it to him, V. They probably didn't have to pay for it. They got the studio, they got the production, like, and I don't want to sound like no hater, but I'm hating. You know what I'm saying?
I want to sound like a hater. I do.
I know y'all worked hard in the industry. Yeah, do y'all thing, but like, come on, stay in y'all lane. Y'all got money in the rap game. Try to get back on the radio. Get back on the radio. Make some hits.
What did you say back then? B, hey, dribble that ball, boy.
Hey, shut up and dribble. Hey, shut up and rap.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Shut up and rap. That's what we want y'all to do. Don't lead the yapping to us and the rapping to y'all. We yap over here. Yap sessions. Y'all get over there and get y'all rap sessions, bro.
I thought the internet didn't matter, B. Now it does. Now it does.
Yeah, B. They coming in our lane, bro. It's crazy. Get out of here. Skedaddle.
Y'all ain't work for this. Y'all ain't built like this. B, we over 70 episodes in. I don't want to hear it. We're over 70 episodes in on this show. They not built like us, B.
They not, B. They not.
Yeah. Man, forget that show, man. I watched it and it was whack. But let's go ahead and get into the last topic, B. The GNX tour. It's time for some Kendrick versus Drake talk, B. Go ahead, B.
So I'm gonna set the tone, man. You know what I'm saying? We in Earth 23, B. You know what I'm saying? We Earth 23. And we got the Drake and Kendrick beef. This beef has opened up, what you say, B, different time.
Some rifts, different anomalies.
Different, like so many storylines, so many side missions. It's becoming like, yes, like we said, another Drake and Kendrick topic, but we got Ak, B, tearing down a whole. Ak is Ak Thanos, B? Is Ak
hip hop media wise, yes.
Ak will take on anybody. He don't care. He's Big Ak when he's in that room. He's Big Ak. You can't tell Big Ak nothing. He's a legend. He built his platform brick by brick.
Respect heavily.
So Loren Lorosa just said Akademiks a liar. Kendrick's show was, filled, packed, was dope or whatever. Ak say, who's she talking to? B? Straight. I'm like, what is this dude on? Like, I just randomly got on Twitter and I saw that. I'm like, Ak, yo, you got a while. Why you just doing her like that? So B, do you think she was wrong for just tagging Ak?
So I watched the Wayno video and literally Wayno articulated my points completely to a T, right? Because I'm like, and I was telling my girl this literally yesterday. I said, Loren Lorosa, because she used to watch the Breakfast Club, so she know who Loren Lorosa is while she was filling in for Jess. I said, Loren Lorosa and Akademiks are beefing. This is the craziest beef ever. I'm like, the thing is though, B, You know what the bear is like, right, B?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna go there and poke the bear, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? If you poke the bear, what's it gonna do, B? It's
Gonna
gonna
bite you.
attack. Now I'm not gonna take accountability off of it, but we know the bear's nature. So why toy with it? Why play with it? We knew that, and that's the thing. Ack has this reputation of he only goes against women when in reality he really went against the men a lot harder. Freddie Gibbs, Lil Baby, whole bunch of other dudes, right?
Meek Mill.
Exactly. Like B, he's had some really big Rory and Maul.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes, I hate that narrative, but two, it's like we know how Ack is. Ack is gonna give that energy to anybody. He has ATL Jacob
Mm-hmm.
last year, Metro Boomin last year. He gave the same energy to them. In fact, even worse because he talked about Metro's mom, which is to me was a no
Mm-hmm.
go. But still, we
Mm-hmm.
know what's going to come with Ack when you try and test him, especially if you're already not cool with him. So the thing is, Loren Lorosa said that tweet, and I said, "Oh Lord," because that was the first one that hit
Yeah.
my timeline. I'm like, either Aga's gonna ignore this because he's too big, or he's gonna give this the energy that I expect that he's gonna give it, and he did. B, but this is the thing though. B, it's like I don't go into an ocean with a shark in it because I know that the shark is gonna bite. Why would she
Mm-hmm.
do that? And I felt like this is a moment where she was really trying to clout chase. You didn't have to bring up numbers. You could have said, "Oh, they lied." You didn't have to say academics. The Kendrick tour is really lit because there's plenty of people online, especially Drake stans, that are trying to discredit Kendrick's tour doing the numbers that it's doing when it's a whole stadium tour and SZA's actually co-headlining it with him. It's doing numbers. It's gonna do numbers, B. I'm never gonna doubt that. But why would Loren LaRosa
Single out act.
tag DJ Academics?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what you said. Single it out. B, she knew that she was asking for smoke. She knew that
Mm-hmm.
was gonna happen. She's co-hosting with Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club. Charlemagne is someone Ack looks up to. That Ack has surpassed at this point, probably. What you knew what you was doing. You was cloud chasing, so that's why I don't feel sorry for Loren LaRosa. Now, what Stat from Kevin Mason's It Is What It Is show was doing, she also cloud chasing as well.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also doing the sisterhood thing, which I understand. I get it. But we know how Ack is. But see, now B, I think it's unfair for Stat to be able to jump in this and she has to face no repercussions because she got Cam and Mace on her side.
Right.
I feel like she could do whatever she wants. She could come at whatever man she wants to, however she wants to, but I can't go back on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Even though is his energy that he has warranted? Like, is the responses warranted from what he's giving? Of course not. I'm not saying that. Obviously not. But we're dealing with academics, so let's talk about reality right now.
Mm-hmm.
The energy that he's giving is not warranted, but we know what he's going to do. Stat, you literally just saw what he did to Loren LaRosa. He gave it to you easy. Pause. But now she could deflect all types of accountability. She could do whatever she want because she had the protection of Cam and Mace.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a bit unfair, B, personally speaking. Because that means she could say whatever she wants to anybody she wants. But she be like, "Oh, but I'm just a girl though." And I got
You saw
Cam
what?
Mace.
You saw
And I
what
saw
Ack
what
said
Cam
about
said.
Kevin. I said you saw what Ack said about Kevin Mace.
Maybe.
When
I
was
know
like,
he went on live
he was
recently.
like, we would have jumped on and just said how Mace a few years ago, like 20 years ago, they were saying
I
all this
see
stuff
that.
about you dealing with a, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Somebody on a transformer, you know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
Cam, they, punched you in your mouth, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff like that. So it's like, my whole thing is, I'm not saying that Ack is wrong. It's hard because like you said, we know who Ack is.
Mhm.
Ack's gonna react how Ack's gonna react.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's just a play on like Laura LaRosa know Ack is like the industry punching bag. Everybody make fun of Ack. Everybody. Knowing that her saying something about Ack, her having a little bit of buzz right now, being on Breakfast Club and stuff like that, this can gain some traction. Like Ack going at ATL Jacob, a few of us seen it, but it's not ATL Jacob don't got many views, eyes on him as freaking Loren LaRosa. She's hot right now. So she used that B, get herself in the news. God, think about it. She is a producer. I think she also work in marketing. She knows what she's doing. It's not
And
her
she
lane.
recently got her own show, which people have been heavily
Yeah.
criticizing, saying it was not good.
Yeah, so which is really dope that this could be something she could talk about on her show, keep her timeline, her Twitter to be boosted. And with Treasure, I don't know why she popped up in there, but her being who she is, Of course, Act gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? You got a little buzz. I'm about to say something to your butt. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna hold back. He held back a little bit, but
Nah, he held back for
he held back for her. But he went in on Loren, bro. Anybody talk about Act, any animal, so and so, I'm gonna say something back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, I'm not no academics defense. I know how people can dislike Act. I don't agree with everything Act do, but to be honest, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. I'm just saying that. Like, yes, Act can be a little bit too much, but it's just like, bro, sometimes, bro, you like you said, you poke the bear. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to say like
know
Act
what
like
the bear
this.
is going to do.
Facts.
We know what
And
the bear is going to do.
And I'm not trying to use Act as like a bear because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes it like he's some big macho dude. like he's somebody to be afraid of.
I'm just basically saying, you know what the nature is of this person, this creature thing.
Facts.
You know how it's going to react.
Yeah,
why are you going to test nature and think that you're going to be the exception and just get past it? And see, that's the thing. They try to play them little mind games on social media. You ain't going to fool me. I've been in this social media thing for a long while. That was for clout. That was for clicks. That was for views. You ain't fooling your boy Dark Sage over here. I'm going to just let y'all know that right now.
Yeah, because she didn't have to add him at all.
Exactly. She could have said they, like I kept saying.
Hey, bro, and you know, bro, you know what his fans going to see that. And the chat niggas gonna take it right to Act. Cause bro, I went to his coverage of the live stream of P. Diddy trial. I went in there, they say, hey yo, they in the comments, Wayno said you need to grow up. I'm like, then they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like
they trying to bring Wayno into this. Even
I'm
though
like,
if you
bro,
watch Wayno's full video, Wayno wasn't wrong in anything he was saying. I was like, Wayno, you are literally speaking to me right now.
Wayno always he always keep it a buck, bro. He don't be holding back, bro. That's why I like Wayno and I like watching Rob Markman stuff, bro. I love watching their stuff. But yeah, man. Just off that, right? And we can get into the situation of like, what was Drake last tour called? I need a what? I need a Max tour.
Oh, I need a Max win.
Yeah, I need a Max win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember all the propaganda going out about his tour. Everybody posting up footage about it. Blase. And the same thing with Kendrick and Drake. Yes, it's a beef, hip hop beef. It's synonymous. We're gonna talk about beef. But B, we talk about tours now. We worried about how many seats being filled. We talk about these numbers, merch sales. Why do we care? We used to never care about this. It's a beef. This beef is going past just the music. And it's getting really tiring, bro. I'm like, if we want to keep the beef about the music, let's keep about the music. Now we talking about tours, bro. Numbers, who in the seats. Like nobody care about that, man. And it's really, I'm sick of seeing these convos, man. I'm sick. It's nasty. It's nasty work. And I just didn't expect that this beef would have done this. Beef. I want to go to another Earth. I'm done.
Another timeline.
I need another timeline, B. We need to go back. We need to find another loop, man. I need to hit up Doc. I need to hop up in the. I need to help him get a space-time continuum or whatever he called it.
Facts. You need to get the 1.21 gigawatts. You need to get that, B.
Bro, I need to get the what they call it, the DeLorean right now. You hop in that joint, cause bro, I'm gonna stop Kendrick from hey yo, bro. I'm gonna go destroy his studio equipment when he tried to do that verse.
No, B, I'm going back to the control verse after that.
Oh no,
control back to the control verse.
Control verse gave us Mount Olympus, bro. Come on, man. Come on, B.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at you, man. Look at you trying to.
Okay, fine. I gotta. I'll go to when Drake sent Kendrick the feature request, and I'll type for Kendrick. Yes, I will join the song, Drake. I'm going back, B. I gotta stop the timeline, B.
Hey, B, I'm destroying the equipment, or I'm gonna have to go kill Future. Now,
no.
But he won't send that. But he won't send that feature request.
Well,
yeah, B.
I need them to piece it up soon. I need them to be.
If Kendrick and Drake piece it up, bro, what's gonna happen to the fan base?
B, they will shatter. A lot of their theories, while they're gonna come up with something that's out the behind, is gonna shatter. And I'm going to be happy, B. I'm going to be happy when they piece it up. B, that's going to be the best moment in hip hop ever. Because this beef, while we thought it was the best moment, nah, them piecing it up would be even better. I need that. I
Cause
needed
this
it.
this a beef for the fans, man. They beefing
Exactly.
harder than the. It was some more stuff I had on my head, man. I just can't think of it
People
right now.
was trying to say like, oh, if Nicki Minaj and Drake were the two to get tour together, it would sell more than SZA and Kendrick Lamar. And I'm just like, oh my
All right.
god, I just want to start banging my head like
I don't know who you think got a bigger fan base right now, SZA or Nicki.
fan base. Oh, Nicki.
You think Nicki got a bigger fan base?
I think Nicki has a bigger fan base, especially with SZA. She only has like what? She really only has like two albums that's really garnered that fan base. Really, I want to say one though. I think SOS took her out of here, especially with her dropping SOS at the right time with TikTok at the same time. That SOS is what put her in the pop star dism. Control, she was still like the alternative R&B chick. You know, Grassy probably doesn't wash under her armpits and stuff like that. SOS though, oh yeah.
Who you think hotter right now?
I want to say SZA, but if like
Who
they
had
both were to drop like a song right now, is that what you mean, or like who's
who
doing
has
more things right
who
now?
has who has more success
Who
from
has
off
more
one album?
success?
Off one album.
Oh, I might have to give it to SZA. SOS was huge, B,
I know.
but
Nicki don't got a SOS, bro.
she don't. But she got hits though, B. She got hits
Oh,
over years.
look at her biggest hit. Is it Super Bass?
I
That
don't know.
song
That's
ass.
Matrix.
And it got a heartbeat, baby, no way. Hey, yeah, that boom, 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 boom. Bro, they were playing it
There's
at like,
let me see top 20 songs on Billboard Hot 100. Gosh, about to start giving me all these songs. Super Bass, yep. He was right. He was on the money. Two, the one I thought was gonna be number one is Starships, but that's her number two.
yeah, B. Yeah, all right. SZA got you wiped down.
Savage got you wiped
You
down.
wiped down. Hey,
No.
hey, bro, Drake will beat a pool, bro. I know Nicki got fans, but Nicki got a toxic fan base.
Yeah,
That's what I believe. I think she just has one of those, but Nicki, yeah, Nicki big. Nicki do a thing. She legend. But I just don't want to put these people against each other because like it's just weird, bro. It's just fans doing this. Drake fans be being weird. Kendrick fans be being weird. It's just all disgusting. It's just a weird off. Fucking weirdos, bro. And yeah,
now the Drake stand said if us and the Barbs come together, we'll be the strongest fan base ever. I'm just like, my
and
dog.
that's
I
B, that's goofy. Who want to come together with some Mickey freaking Barbies, bro? Like, bro, look who you comparing yourself to, bro. Get out of here. What if the boogies and the vamps get together? Ooh.
and that's been another episode.
Hey, I'm just saying, I had some more stuff on my head top, bro. But I just had some. I should have wrote down my notes,
Mhm.
but nah, bro. I'm sick of it, B. I'm
Yeah,
sick
I
of it.
just I, B. I've never seen tours talked about this much. Never seen them talked about this much until Nina Max win post beef and the
Hmm.
GNX tour post beef. Can
Yeah,
we just not let? I'm starting to think, B, how they be saying like the CIA planted this in the black community to cause like all these gender wars. I'm thinking Kendrick and Drake they came together. They was like, yo, we gonna start a beef. It's gonna get both of our fan base to be really toxic, and they're just gonna talk about us all day on social media. We just gonna get more money from it. I'm starting to
that's
think
pretty
that,
much
B.
what I do. I'm ready for it to die.
They said
I'm ready for it to
we gotta
die.
get one to two other people to be in on this. Kendrick said, "Shoot, I'm gonna bring in SZA. How about you?" Drake was like, "Nah, I'll just do me." Look, Drake said, "I'm gonna try and pull Rick Ross in it." Rick Ross failed horribly.
Hey, man, I don't know. It's just disgusting, bro. Yeah, I'm just saying. Next year, bro, we better not talk about this beef.
Yeah, it should be over. We should just these people should not have platforms that just only talk about the beef anymore. These pages that are known for just being stand pages, that's crazy. You go on Twitter and you be like, oh yeah, that's a Drake stand page. That's crazy, B.
I can't even reminisce on the beef no more right now because we're still in it. It's not the smoke haven't cleared. That's what I'm saying. I said last pod, I think it was last pod, like 10, 15 years ago. We can probably talk about the day that these songs dropped and how we felt about it. But right now I can't because I'm too exhausted. That's why I couldn't do a whole freaking revisit because it's like I'm not excited no more. That excitement not there no more. I gotta let all this die down before the excitement go back. Because when it was going down, we had mad excitement. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, hype,
So,
recency bias, all of that. Yeah, living
but
in the moment.
right now, kill it. I wish it never happened.
Facts. Probably one of the worst things that happen for hip hop, especially when it comes to the discourse for hip hop. But
Facts.
these Negroes is making money either way. So people want to compare numbers and stats and all that. These Negroes is just making more and more money by the day.
More and more money, B. But yeah, man, this concludes my thoughts for today.
Same. This includes mine as well. And this has been another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video as well, comment for the YouTube algorithm to help boost us boys within the YouTube algorithm. B, you have any closing notes?
Hey, yo, Holly Berry, bro, you a freaky frog. You saw the Holly
Oh, you
Berry
talking about
ad?
that video of that man? I didn't watch it. I saw it pop up on my timeline though, but what
I,
happened?
man, she did like an ad for like this little. It's called Spin something. I don't know what it was,
Mm-hmm.
but she was like, "Yeah, Mother's Day haven't end. We gonna end it off with this on a good note. Pretty much like they about to sex it up, B. I don't want to see Auntie like that. Who want to see they and hair already messed up? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got the evil ball man next to her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Tyler Perry movie, B?
B. Look like a Tyler Berry movie. I'm like Holly Berry. You gotta relax, bro. Holly's being too open right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was hilarious though. She finna get her back blown out on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Where your kids at? Should you be spending the day with your kid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Should you have ended that off with your kid? You chilling with all your kids? Like, yeah, happy Mother's Day. We had a great Mother's Day, but nah. She said, I'm about to take the not the real BBC, but the BBC. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I just want to end this off with some BBC talks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ball man with the BBC that was giving the BBC to Holly Berry. We just gave y'all the BBC. Y'all took it. We out of here. BBC, Beyond Beats and Culture, and the big black. That's what you supposed to blurt me out at. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I gotta deal with, guys? I have no other comments besides that I'm about to go pick up some vinyls. Because they at the mailroom right now. What? Go ahead.
Hold up, before we go. No, I got a CD that made it. I gotta pick it up from the old spot though. I got that
Mm.
I got that Billy Woods new album on CD.
Oh, okay. Nice. Supporting physical media.
Of course, B. That's what we do back here. You see.
Yes, sir.
But all right, man.
My name is Chase the Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.